We're live, pal.
We're on the
Hey,
air.
it's Monday. You know what that means.
Retard
I'm
time.
your host. It's retard time. My name is Bleak, the man who doesn't know East from West. I'm joined here by the host of We'll Name This Later, Flapjack the Netherlands Nightmare.
The nightmare. I guess I'm the host now. Yes. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, buddy? And we discovered something over this week. Me, Rabbit, a few people from the douchebag server. We've been going through other servers, um, causing shenanigans, causing chaos, upheaving any kind of diplomacy present in those servers.
So you've just
But
been raiding random servers.
yes, to simplify, a very tactical maneuver that we do.
All right.
Well,
Tactical.
we discovered somebody who has done something unfeasible. Flapjack, have you ever had a dream
No.
where
Oh.
your teeth fall out or like you lose a limb or something?
No, I hear people talk about this shit all the time. I only have like falling dreams. That's the only shit.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
I have those all the time. I hate those. I get the dreams all the time of like I lost a finger.
Never have that. Maybe I'm just like
Really?
a normal person. I'm sane.
You don't just end up as a cartoon character where you're just one digit down?
No, not all the time.
Like you're one round in and never have I ever and you're already losing.
No, I barely dream or like barely remember my dreams.
So, this is that dream taken to the extreme and taken out of the matrix that is the dreamscape, put into reality. Um, Obsessing, can you tell us what you did?
Ah, hey, Mess.
Hi,
So to
hi,
put
math.
it bluntly, what I did was I cut my dick off.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I cut my dick off.
And it,
Oh God,
what kind of dreams are you having, dude?
this is
Uh,
real life.
What the? How did you cut your dick?
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong
I'm
with you?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I'm laughing. This is very serious.
No, it's
This is
not. He
a
cut his dick
very.
off. How is this serious?
This is a that. How does it get more serious than that?
Touche.
So can you
The fuck?
obsessing? Can you just explain to us why you cut your dick off, please?
Are you
I just
transgender?
wanted. No,
Oh,
no, hell no.
never.
Chad,
Maybe
Chad.
one day, I'll just decide to go all in for fun. You know, I've already cut my dick off. Maybe I'll explore more forbidden territories from there.
Wait,
Start taking it down one ball at a time.
are you like
But
are you like
for now, no,
pansexual
I'm
or
a guy.
something?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just a guy with a cut off penis.
Did you do it like
What?
yourself or
I did it myself.
why?
Oh fuck.
Just had a porn addiction that I wanted to end,
You know, there's
but I
more to
didn't
your
have
So,
any.
penis than like jacking off, right?
how
Oh
do
yeah,
you?
I found out later after.
How did you pee?
He had to go. He drank a little too much water, and then he was like, "Oh fuck,
Oh
what have I
shit.
done?"
Oh yeah, you need to pee
I'm
with this thing. Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. How how'd you do it?
So first I wrapped my, at a certain point in the base, I wrapped my penis around a few times. Eventually it got really numb to the point where I can just flick it or just pinch it, wouldn't feel much. So then after I was also buzzed, so got a kitchen knife, just
That sounds
started
like way more than a
slicing it off.
buzz. Like a
So
kitchen
So,
knife?
are there pictures? Not that I want to see them, but is there like proof?
yeah, I got a picture of my penis cut off if you want. I'm holding a
Nah, I'm
little
good.
wax record
I'm
of
good.
it. All right,
I
all
think
right.
Mesbly would like to see that.
Oh, you have to send it to me.
Hold on, I'll send it to my
Oh,
speaker now.
do it. Do it, because I can't put it on screen. Flappy's the one that runs the
I
show.
will
That's
get
why he's
banned
the
if I
host.
put that shit on screen.
Oh my god.
I'll put the big screen on Masvlik so I can see his reaction when he sees it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm waiting.
Go.
Oh my fucking god.
How did when you said, yeah, I'm bringing
I'm
a
like
guest on
physically
tomorrow?
shaking.
Yesterday you said I'm bringing a guest on. I did not expect a guy that.
I just said I had to call it. Hey. And he was just culling the herd down there, I guess.
Hey,
So,
Matt,
are
I
you...
can't.
This,
I tried sending it to you. I can't send it to you if you don't accept my friend request.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
this is gonna be some good YouTube clickbait. It's not even clickbait. It's real.
It's
No,
only
it's not
clickbait if it's real.
clickbait.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. I'm about to open the message.
I'm guessing idiosyncratic also. Oh, you see.
Oh my god. So
Uh,
what you're holding there is a wax replica
Well, not
that you
exactly a
had
wax
made.
replica. It's just like a mold of my penis.
uh,
My ghost inches, if you will.
so it's like
Do you like touch it and then kind of have like the phantom sensation? Like if people go like shave their head and they try to go run their fingers through, they feel like they could still feel the hair. Like, do you
Yeah.
touch the penis and it's like, yeah, I kind of feel something.
welcome, Alex.
Oh, yeah, sometimes I just touch where the tip would be, and then, hey, look, I still have my foreskin.
Oh
So
my
so
Oh, in
god.
a way, I'm
Alex
I'm recircumcised.
Alex just popped up in the chat. Just to let you know, Alex, we have what's your name again?
Obsessing.
What?
Obsessing.
Oh,
Obsessing.
obsessing. He cut his dick off to keep it short. Well, there's nothing really to say. He just cut his dick off.
Just
I
cut
heard
my
a
dick
I heard
off
a
with
joke the other
haircut.
day that guys have to go to the doctor every month to get their foreskin recut. The
Dude,
shit men have to go through.
only Jews do that, right? Cut their foreskin off.
Jews eat the foreskin, you silly goose.
That's like an American thing. We don't do that shit in Europe.
So this picture shows me you still have your your balls. Are you planning on keeping those? Or is it just like highest bidder gets them?
They're going to.
Bitter.
How much
No,
money
I
would
never.
I?
For the set or just for one ball?
Well, I never considered selling them. Maybe one day I will, but I need
What'd you do with it?
some.
What'd you do with the coffee? Is you just throw it in the trash?
No, eventually I just threw it away because it was weird to look at my.
You didn't like keep it in a jar?
It's weird to look at his
What?
penis.
It's weird. You didn't just like keep it in a jar or something?
No, I just like went outside and threw it somewhere.
So
Yeah, it looks like you're outside in this photo.
some kid
Yeah.
might be like playing outside, and he just find a snake. It's just penis.
We had these
Oh.
really bad kids when I was in elementary school who would tape hardcore gay porn all around the playground.
Then
And that's the first time I ever saw something like that. I was
They-
like 7 years old.
they would tape it.
Yeah, because they would print it out on like paper
Oh, I
and
thought
like
you.
tape it up around the playground.
I
Yeah.
thought you meant like literally film it, like film it right there. God damn it. So,
No.
how did it feel? It hurt.
Not good, Flapjack. Not good.
I mean, did you like use shit to like lessen the pain, or did you just go fuck it?
He was drunk. You were drunk, right?
No, I was a little buzzed, and the whole cock wrapping helped with the pain.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't really feel much pain until the next day. It just like felt like someone was pinching my cock nonstop every 10 minutes or so.
Have you gone to the doctor yet?
No.
You haven't checked if there are like any infections or.
And it's healed over. I mean, Mass can see in the picture that it's healed.
Or it must be send it to me.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, you got it. You got to see this bitch.
I'm not putting it up on
Let me-
stream. I'm just putting it on my phone.
Just to keep it for a memory and memory's sake alone. Yeah. Same. Oh boy.
So this is a nice start to the episode.
This is a great start. I had a whole thing about OnlyFans.
Welcome to Will Name This
Yeah,
Later.
yeah, welcome. If this is your first episode, I'm so sorry. It gets worse.
Also,
It
this is
gets
our
worse than I promise.
first guest of all time.
This is our first guest. God, life is good.
Yeah.
Sometimes things just come together.
Maybe
Did you expect this
No.
when you did it? Like, what did you expect to get out of this obsessing?
just not really being able to jerk off anymore. I
Why? Why
wasn't
would you do that to
expecting to
yourself?
That's
come out on a podcast for whatever reason.
I just wow. I can't even I have no words. I'm speechless. I can't even wrap my mind around
So
the
you're not planning on having kids?
oh
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I can still jerk off and I can still pee out of my sawed-off shotgun.
So is it like a little? It's just really small right now, or is it like a vagina?
No, it's just
it,
really small. It's
it looks like a micro penis. I'm trying to save it right now, but I'm my head's in the weeds with this shit.
So so you just put a bandage on it and it just healed?
Yeah, one of those little like
no,
mosquito
no, no,
bite
no.
band-aids. Just a little boop,
There we go.
little nipple pasty. Boop, all done.
Duct tape.
Hey,
No, no.
if you're cutting off your penis with a kitchen knife, duct tape might not be the worst way to go.
How sharp was the knife? Was it like one cut done, or was it like you had to go multiple swings?
You had an execution style where you had to just like chop it a couple times.
To be sure.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
We shouldn't be making jokes about this.
it was about like a
We should.
Family Dollar grade knife that I bought for $5 or something.
Oh, so you bought it
Oh.
especially for this event?
Yeah, I bought it especially for this event.
Damn, that's some dedication. So did you throw it like away, or are you still gonna use that knife?
I have no reason to use a knife. I don't want to cut a hot dog off and just realize, hey, this is a knife I cut my dick off.
Fair
We threw the knife away too. This is all memorabilia. Like Kiwi Farms would love this shit.
You can, dude. If you cut off your penis and you want to like sell it to someone, there's some weirdos out there. Or just donate to like a biology school or something. I don't know. You want my
I'll
dick?
just bring some woman home.
Hey, if your kidney's worth like it's like 75,000 on the black market, I can only imagine what a penis is worth.
$20.
Pocket chain, 62 cents.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
right. I could just bring a woman home, pull out my wax replica, and say, hey, it's okay, babe. I still got a penis.
Wait, you could get a strap on with the wax replica.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. That's actually a good idea.
Oh, now we got now we're making other people money.
I should make a service out of this. I'll cut your dick off and turn it into a strap-on.
If OnlyFans wasn't shutting down their porn, you could have a mildly successful career.
Yes.
People would be curious. People would look at it just to look at it.
Bro, make an OnlyFans and be like, yo, I'm the guy with no dick.
Exactly. I'm
One-
the no dick, all balls.
$20, tier 3. Easy money, bro.
Exclusive phantom masturbation.
Yeah, give me
It's
30
literally
bucks, I'll
this.
do a
It's
video of
literally
me
this.
pinching my little snub nose cock and fondling my balls for 30 minutes.
I love how you have like gun euphemisms for it. Sawed off shotgun, my little snub nose.
You Americans.
This full metal jacket.
Oh, it's more of a silencer now.
You just gotta screw it on to the end.
Oh shit.
Oh my fucking god. Alright, I know you're a busy man. You got a lot of you got a lot of cocks to chop.
Call up the cock chop.
Do you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything to plug, but Mask Bleak, I'm a big fan of your music, so go check out Mask Bleak album.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if that's the most ringing endorsement.
listen to the guy that got
No.
his cock off. Go to
Yeah, the guy who cut his cock off. Great music taste, though. You're great, buddy. All right, get out of here.
All right, see ya, bud.
See
See ya. Holy shit.
that.
Holy shit.
That's a nice way to start the
Wow.
episode. Well,
That's a great way to start the episode.
I'm gonna post it on Reddit and we're gonna go viral. First podcast to ever get to chop his dick over the kitchen knife.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Joe Rogan, you never got that.
Joe Rogan never did. Idiosyncratic? Nah.
Nah.
So I've discovered something. It's like Idiosyncratic is like the developmental, like the minor league to the Dick Show. And I feel like we're like the AAU rec league, like the runoff of the runoff
We're the
is us. The
we're the
dirty
lead-
drain water.
we are the leech of the leech of the leech.
Yeah, exactly.
If it works.
We're a
it works.
parasite on a parasite. Which is very disparaging sounding, but I love Idiosyncratic. I love those boys.
I'll be honest, Dick Show is fucking boring. I'd rather watch Idiosyncratic. I've watched
Idiosyncratic is a
I
very
watched
good
Dick
show.
Show one time, like the whole show, because Justin said they're gonna be on it, and they weren't. So I just wasted like 2 hours of my life watching a guy.
They were on the 200th episode. They called in. It was like a little.
Alex said, "I don't want that shit." Fair enough. Joe Rogan also probably doesn't want a guy without a dick on the show.
Hey, come to We'll Name This Later.
Bro.
We'll let you chop your dick off.
Joe Rogan got like he got South Korean refugees. Idiosyncratic.
Yeah.
Movie directors a
Move.
guy who got his dick with a kitchen knife.
Yeah, set the fucking tone. This is We'll Name This Later.
Justin said, "Where's
I have
that
a great-
dickless guy?" He just left. You're late.
Just left. Yeah, you can rewind it and you can listen to it. It's fucking great.
Yeah, if you want to see our
Um,
podcast in a 4-minute recap, go to our YouTube channel where I upload all the funny moments. We uploaded one today.
Flapjack really helms this ship. If we ever had like a biggest problem, like Dick Masterson versus Maddox kind of feud, he would get everything because he just owns everything,
I'm
and I'd just be
thinking
like
about
kind of out in the cold.
I'm thinking about grow our channel more. Upload our topics we talk about. Like sometimes we talk like,
Yeah.
oh, two guys talk about OnlyFans. Oh, and then like the parts of the show with like the title, what Joe Rogan also does. You know.
We could name it like that too. Two guys talk about blank,
Yeah.
and then we'll name this later, and that could be like the Seinfeld kind of thing. It's like the pen, the lion, the horse.
Also, recently a lot of people are like Dutch people react to, Dutch American reacts to. You know.
Yeah.
That also hasn't. I can't even spell Helms. What? You just spelled it.
Helms.
He
just.
That's what Alex said. Fuck.
All right. So we have a big news story.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, the whores are coming back to the job market.
They're coming back to Twitch.
Yeah, dude, the whores, they're gonna be like the restaurants are gonna be fully staffed now. All the whores are coming back.
Bro, I was on Reddit right today, and I heard about the news of OnlyFans shutting their porn shit down. I don't know why. I think we'll get into that later. But I was going on a certain subreddit that I really like for research purposes. It's called Streamers
Porn.
Gone. Yes, it's called Streamers Gone Wild.
Streamers Gone Wild.
You know
Oh
that
no,
one?
that's porn. That's porn.
You know that one?
I haven't heard of it, but just that name, that's porn.
So it's
dude.
basically
You
Twitch
need to-
streamers who leak their OnlyFans and shit like that. And I've been noticing, first they don't show anything, right? They just tease. They go now they know it's going out the window, just fucking show everything. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. We might as well get that one last cash grab. So OnlyFans is banning sexually explicit content starting October 1st. So we have about a month left of paying women to not touch them. Weird. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like the concept. Alternatively, we're gonna have a lot more women and low-paying jobs. You're finally gonna get the cute girl at McDonald's again. You're gonna get the cute Starbucks barista. I'm finally gonna have another server that doesn't look like they've been run over by a train.
Yeah,
Finally,
instead of the old broken lady who finds a job, we get a 16-year-old. Wait.
a 16-year-old on OnlyFans. God, that's child porn, dude.
Bro,
No
I'm
wonder they're
telling
shutting
you,
that shit down.
nowadays, I actually think there probably are some 16-year-olds on OnlyFans. It's so easy to fake.
So
I just faked my nephew wanted to get into like an hotel, but it was an 18+ hotel, right? And he just
Yeah.
sent me his ID, a picture of his ID. He said like, "Can you make instead of 2003 2000?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I just made it real quick, and they let him in.
you made a fake ID
Yeah,
for an underage kid?
it's so easy, dude.
Oh my god. Nice. Based? Based?
Breaking the law.
Fuck the government? Based? Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Oh, we have another call in actually. We got Scar. Scar wants to talk about OnlyFans.
Did you cut off your vagina?
No, no.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, Scar?
So Scar is actually like one of my best friends. I love him a lot.
First off, I want to get the plug right. Make sure you go to foreskin.world so you can get that good Mass Bleak album.
Wait,
And second off, Flapjack, are you an amateur? You like reading the chat during podcasts?
Yes.
That's an amateur move. You should never do that.
Oh, I just
I've
googled.
been trying to tell him.
No.
I don't even have the
So-
chat up. I just let it go.
Character
See,
interaction.
what really gets me is like when it comes to OnlyFans, like they have this idea of respect the hustle. But they never mean respect everyone's hustle. They just want you to respect theirs. Because as soon as this all got banned, I just saw a multitude of like posts about, oh well, you guys made fun of OnlyFans, but you guys are streamers and professional gamers, so you just don't respect the hustle. You just like you have no you're not humble. You're just not humble at all.
To that point, I saw this thing, and it's like, don't support a girl's OnlyFans when she wouldn't support your SoundCloud.
Exactly.
You gotta respect the hustle in all forms. If you're gonna respect the hustle, you can't halfway do it. There's no halfway crooks.
He shook. But nah, this whole OnlyFans thing will just like definitely lead back to them going into low-paying jobs, if not just becoming
Exactly.
full-time prostitutes, which
Well,
will be cool.
Oh, this was just a gateway drug.
I feel like
for,
a lot
for
of them.
prostitution.
I feel like a lot of them are gonna change into like those Instagram influencers. You know those thoughts, Instagram thoughts.
I mean, that's how they promote their OnlyFans. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't really like promote your OnlyFans without a substantial social media following. That's why people like Amaranth or like all these other Twitch streamers, they got into it because they're like, well, I have a platform and I can make $20,000 a week off of just whatever they fucking post on there, like bikini pictures or some dumb shit like that. They don't even have to really show anything. It's like just a premium Instagram for them.
And if you're smart, you'll definitely do what most of these people do and like advertise on meme accounts. Because all the
Mhm.
time I'm up on Instagram and I like my main meme channels are just like posting, oh, there's her OnlyFans right here and it's free.
I found her at.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm like, dude, I'm here for like the really based memes. I'm not here for whores. You
No,
have
that's
to
actually how
remember.
that's how I found Anakin Skywalk in a certain way. He actually advertises by making memes out of his songs before he
Mhm.
releases them, then posts them to meme channels.
Anakin Skywalker is a very, very good rapper who does not look like how he sounds, but he is
No.
he's a great rapper with a lot of bangers. So Anakin Skywalker, if you want some bangers in your playlist, go check that shit out. He does a lot of great stuff. And his Instagram and TikToks are funny as fuck.
Ooh.
Hey Pokemon, let me eat your ass.
It would take the entire Marvel DC
So-
universe to pull my tongue away from her butthole.
So
That-
did we got some missed opportunities here. Pokimane never got the OnlyFans. All these other like hot girl streamers never got the OnlyFans. We never got it. We never got the leaks.
You think?
We
You think
never.
Pokemon would
There's a
ever?
lot of missed opportunities that aren't gonna happen anymore. And I mean, they're already advertising like these other like alternative sites, and it's like it's not gonna. The bubbles burst, dude. It's over.
Do you ever?
Like,
Do you
nothing's
think?
gonna
Do you
ever
think Pokemon
become
would have ever
as.
done it?
No, she's got like Disney deals and shit, but it's like just the concept of that missed opportunity for a lot of people. And
She's
it's like,
got
are you gonna
people
start one
making-
now?
She's got people making full ass songs about her, about simping over her.
Oh, that shit is it's
There's
so cringy.
oh my god, that rap, that no beat rap.
That's you're
Ah.
my only or something.
Yeah, pokey.
My ego. I hate my life. Why did you say that?
E-girls have ruined my life.
No, they haven't. Fuck off.
He made another fucking.
It's just
what's
a
his
corpse
name?
song.
Yeah, Corpse made another song called "Cat Girls Are Ruining My Life," which is equally a banger. Corpse
I'll
don't
listen
have to
it.
do nothing. It's just he has that voice, and women lose it.
I'm corpse.
I'm Corpse.
are
ruining
my life.
I have a terminal illness, and I don't know if you know this,
Yeah,
but
get
I'm
fucked,
also
dude.
really good at video games.
You are critical dark, and I don't like that.
Critical dark
Penguin
mode.
Zero dark.
No, it's like light story and dark story.
With corpses
It's like
black.
barrel proof Southern comfort. Like, I don't know if I ever want that.
Wait, why even is OnlyFans saying like no to porn?
I don't know why. I think they just wanted to pivot because like 98% of their content, it wasn't originally started as that. It was originally started as like a Patreon
Yeah,
alternative.
bro, I remember some like gaming streamers and reaction YouTubers having legit like an OnlyFans. Like, yo, support me.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
all
Before it was like
and then the thoughts were like, what? Wait.
before quarantine, and quarantine was just like, oh no, I'm not getting any attention. Oh well, I'll sell my fucking body.
What really gets me
Which
is
is what Obsessing should have done. He should have sold his penis.
True.
it's really weird because, like, of course they knew what OnlyFans was for the longest time, and they built their back off of that. And for them
years.
to really turn their back on them, even though I morally disagree, it makes me mad because they're really not going to have a platform after this if they just are looking for investors, which is why they're doing this, because they wanted an iOS app, and that's what kind of closed down Tumblr.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why would they
Because
need
Tumblr
investors?
had to ban porn, and
Dude,
that was a whole big thing in and of itself, and that killed Tumblr. Like after that, it was just people had lost faith in Tumblr. Even the people that weren't using it for like
Bro,
explicit
it's so
content,
annoying.
they just lost faith.
It's so annoying when I try to enter a server on Discord and I'm on my iPhone and it's like, oh, you can't enter this because it's not safe for work server. I'm like, god fucking damn it.
Yeah, yeah. That's why we had to clean up Bag of Schmidt,
Dude,
the douchebag server,
you
a
guys
little
posted
bit
some
because.
crazy shit. Still do.
Oh, well, I mean, we still do, but we had to clean it up a little bit because of that specific thing, because, like, our mods, like, everybody uses iOS. So it's like, if we wanted to get on at work or something, we couldn't. I mean, not that you would want to enter our server at work unless
Shout
you
out to the
guaranteed you were
man above,
alone.
Elandrian.
Oh, shout out to Elandrian. R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Elandrian. We miss you.
He would have been a good guest. Elandrian,
Oh my God.
the man who ate his own poop.
What?
He would have been an amazing guest.
Did he
Oh,
had a
he wrote an opera for his cat that he was married to.
He had a bed, but he chose to lay on the floor.
That's based. Why did he die?
Yeah.
He died from complications of
Eating shit.
eating his own poop.
Well, not just eating his own poop, but nonstop breakfast of cheap vodka to the point where he was spitting up blood, and man, he lost all of his teeth. I remember I was like, "Hey, can I see you smile?" And then he was like, "Hold on, give me a second." And then he pulled out a bag of all of his blackened teeth, and he's like, "Yep, I lost them all."
Yo, I didn't see that one.
He would come-
That time in our server was just the like that's when I knew I'm like this server is just degeneracy embodied. Like even after the Ronnie McNutt videos and Spurg doing his streams, I'm like, yo, no, this is when we tipped the iceberg of just degeneracy.
Bro,
It's
Justin
too
is
bad that I banned the server.
Justin is such a
Alright,
fucking retard. He just said
Are
that.
you still reading the chat?
Yes. Fucking viewer interaction. He just said that dude refused to come on our show. What a pussy.
Oh yeah, no. That's
My man
yeah,
died.
that
What do you
grinds my
mean?
gears. He refused to come on the show after he died. What a fucking pussy.
The bitch.
All right, Scar. What grinds your gears? What pisses you off?
The biggest problem in the
Um,
universe.
As of
Yeah,
late,
just what pisses you off?
I got two things. As of late,
Mhm.
I've been working at a gas station, and I used to be on EBT when I lived in California because, like, yeah, I was struggling, and I would use it to buy food and support my family. And
Do you have a
I'm sure a
family?
lot of different people had a lot of like, well, I don't have a family. I was just like taking care of my parents and my brothers.
Uh,
Well,
Bad.
basically, I looked at it as my source of food. But as I see motherfuckers coming into my gas station, buying the same shit every day, a bunch of fucking dumbass snacks, and I can almost understand that, right? But what I don't understand is why these people come in here on their fucking phone talking about the most hood rat shit in the world. Like I recently had this girl come in talking to her dumb little girlfriend about how, oh, I don't get why CPS don't let you know when they coming over because they came over and found my Coke and then they said they gonna cancel my EBT and take my kids. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
because the DEA is gonna call ahead to make sure you know
it's
what's
not even like
going
the
on,
DA. That's
right?
that's CPS. How the fuck did you get CPS involved in the first place, you fucking hood rat?
Exactly. If
Uh,
you have any kind of government service called on you, dude, you've already gone down the wrong path, and you should consider
Suicide.
changing
Oh.
before you start complaining about the fucking system that you're caught in.
I
Like,
mean,
dude, you chose to be a part of that
it's
system.
always capitalism, right? That's the problem to anything.
I mean, no, capitalism's based.
and
Separate the wheat from the chaff, the men from the boys.
I've started judging people based off of what they smoke. And another thing that grinds my gears is specifically people who smoke menthol Newport 100s. Every single
Oh,
person who
the
every single
cowboy
person
killers.
who fucking
Oof.
smokes that is just a
Oof.
crackhead. Dude, they're just so
They have
awful.
no regard for their own life. So what the fuck are they gonna do about yours?
So,
That's scary.
so how do you
I lied.
Long
Last thing.
Newport Reds. Ugh.
how do you judge people
Well,
who don't smoke?
well, then they just don't
You
buy
don't.
anything and they're good people.
Yeah.
Well, like people who buy regular Newports, they're just everyday people. Maybe they just want a cigarette with a little bit of menthol. That's fine. But the thing that really grinds my gears, I was thinking about it and now I know. People who buy things and then put their cigarettes in the bag with those things. If you don't care about the condition of your cigarettes, then I don't know what else you don't
I
care
hate
about.
that.
I'm calling
I hate
CPS
that.
on you. I bet your
I
kids live
hate
on the
that.
floor.
If I buy like a soda, bag of chips, pack of cigarettes, you better not bag up that pack of cigarettes. I get pissed off. I'm like, you better take that. I'll take it out immediately, like while it's sitting on the counter while they're trying to bag other shit up. I'm like, no, you don't. I'll put them right here.
Sorry that the work is trying to
I
be
got a little
nice.
cigarette pocket right here. I put them right here. No, because dude, I don't want a 2-liter sitting on top of my cigarettes. I don't want a crumpled up pack of cigarettes. I don't want a cigarette that's not a circle. It's like the shape of Flapjack's head. I don't want something looking like that.
What's that supposed to mean?
You have a
means you're
weird shaped head. That's
I don't
what it
have a
means.
weird. You have a weird. You look like you just came out of the gas chamber of Auschwitz.
I
Shut up.
look like my
You guys are on
parents
Twitch
loved
right now.
me.
Chill.
You look like only the mom could love you.
My mom does love me, unlike you, who keeps a hospital bed above a hospital window above your bed
Oh,
so she can
shit.
peek in and watch you jacking off.
That's just.
You're-
That's just.
Don't act like you didn't put that photo up yourself, thinking like, oh yeah, this is totally fine and totally normal, not knowing that you look like you live in a psychiatric ward.
No, it's a
Well,
Dutch
Flapjack,
thing.
you're Danish,
I'm
And
not
you can
Danish.
shut up. You're Danish. You
You are
are
just a practice
Scandinavian.
item.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
What
do you got
are you
anything else?
talking about? What are you talking about, Master Bleak? I
Master
am
Bleak,
not
look
weird.
at your
Just
room.
because I
This is in
have
my room.
butter sitting in my room for breakfast tomorrow doesn't make me weird. Makes you weird. Why would you put it in the kitchen?
Oh, do you have anything to plug, Scar?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yo, R.I.P. Big Chopper 22 Timothy 212. That's all, my friend.
Who?
Fantastic. You have a great day. Get out of here, bud.
Stay safe.
Always. Oh, I fucking love that kid. I fucking love that kid.
Didn't Scar
He
make
is
the?
all...
Wasn't Scar the one who made the intro?
No, Bagga Schmidt made the intro.
Yeah, I get them confused.
Bagga Schmidt, you have to recognize Bagga Schmidt is God. He's created a universe for us to live in. He is God. I'll have him on the show here someday. Hopefully.
Justin said, "Fuck you." I'm reading chat. He said Flappy doesn't jack off. He's underage. No, I don't jack
That's
off.
fact.
I'm Christian.
I'm gonna go grab some ice real quick. If you want a monologue, I'll be right back. All right.
Yes.
All right.
So fuck Mesbelig, right? Look at his shitty ass room. He said it's not my room. Why are you sitting in it? It's your room. He doesn't even take the time to like clean it. Look how clean this is. This is a room. This is what you call a room. Mesbelig looks like he just came out of the fucking camp showers at Auschwitz. He looks like he survived Chernobyl. Fucking. He said, "Yeah, I have a guy to bring on," and he brings on a guy who chopped his dick off, like his dick. Why with a fucking kitchen knife?
Hey, Flappy, guess what?
What?
You're the best. Keep it up.
Dude, remember the whole? Remember how we started this podcast? The idea for it?
No, I don't.
We're just gonna scream at each other and roast it.
So I guess that's kind of how we're gonna call these. I didn't know what to call them, but I guess I said it twice in the last episode. But these are just like my gear grinders, the things that grind my gears. I had a few things that really pissed me off this week. Did you have anything that just like stuck in your craw, like really pissed you off this week?
Bro, I'm at this weird point in my life, right? I'm about to go to do like I've done economics for 5 years in like school and shit. This is gonna be the first time I'm actually gonna do something I want to do for my for the rest of my life, basically editing.
Yeah.
And I just discovered how fucking expensive the school is.
Really?
They're like, yeah, you need to get a 1,500 euros.
You look into it?
No, I knew like, oh, I'm gonna need some books and all that shit. Bro, I just spent my parents spent 218 euros on books alone. I still need to get
that's like 10,000 shekels. Oh no,
a shitload of shekels. But I still need to get
a lot of shekels.
So I need to get a new laptop. And I swear to God, the school's trying to scam me. They were like, yeah, if you want to edit, you basically need like laptop about 1,500 euros.
What?
Like maybe
that's literally like $2,000.
I don't know
what.
I don't know where the paper is. I got a paper in the mail with like an explanation, right, for people who don't know PCs.
Right.
It's like budget 800 euros to I think 1,300. Normal,
Jesus Christ.
like 1,300 to 1,500, and like good is like 2K. I was like, bro, I bought this PC for 800 euros. If you think I'm gonna spend 1,300 on a fucking laptop, you're fucking crazy.
A laptop? No, fuck that.
I'm not Justin.
Fuck
I'm not gonna buy a fucking MacBook. You know?
I'm not gonna buy a ticket for some random dude to come to my house.
That's why I was really happy that Justin is sending my flapjack cuts again, so I can pay my parents back one day.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
That would piss me off. Just the overinflation of prices these days pisses me off. Because I was watching this video by EMP Lemon. He's just a YouTuber, does a lot of weird different stuff. he had a video of like rare and collectible items, and it's like, oh yeah, this Onus Wagner card that there are only 12 of. It's sold in 1909 for $50. I mean, which is the equivalent of $1,100 today. And I'm like, for a baseball card, my dog. But also, $50 in 100 years has gone so far down in value. I could spend 50. I could walk out of the house and spend $50. If a man walks out of the house, he spends on average of $25. I forget the one for women. The one for women's like 4 times that, but an average of $25.
Bro, inflation is great. Like especially in the US, bro. I was playing Red Dead Redemption, right? Red Dead Redemption 2, and there's like
Yeah.
a train heist. And I think
Mhm.
in total you get like $500 from the whole train heist. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? $500? You really gonna live your risk your life for that?
That's like 15 grand.
And the way
And
I
like the
yeah,
but
the,
not even just the actual value, but the buying power
Yeah,
of
but-
that value was so much more. It's like our buying power has gone so far down because we don't have the gold standard anymore. I feel like there's a lot of other factors and
Yeah.
reasonings and just like
I
the
mean,
global
also-
economy as it stands, but
Well-
like the gold standard really marked the point of where the dollar's buying power went down.
yeah, also like the way I learn about history, I look at pop culture. I'm like, this is cool. I want to dig deeper. So I was like digging deep into U.S. history with like money and stuff. And Red Dead Redemption is like about the time where the U.S. dollar was pretty new, you know.
Mhm.
So like,
It was still very new. I mean,
If-
it was
if
only
you-
like it was only around for like 100 years.
Yeah,
so
if
it's
you
like
make your
a
own
very
currency,
new currency.
you're gonna be like, yeah, that's shit. Look at that fucking piece of paper. That's a lot of money, dude. Hell yeah. So yeah, it's kind of makes sense. That's $500 could bring you a long way.
I mean, we stopped producing actual gold coins in like 1933. I think this was also covered in that same video, which is actually really cool. But there was a few specific gold coins that still went out and went to like collectors and whatnot. The government went out and tracked down everybody who had the coin and confiscated it. The means of which are very vague and unknown to the public. But there are still a couple in existence that will sell for like $100,000. This gold $1 piece.
Bro, it's
Insane.
I for like a short time I wanted to make my I think my grandpa. Don't they use the dollar in Australia? Or is this
They use an Australian dollar, but it's more akin in buying power to the euro.
Yeah, because my grandpa went to Australia and he came back with like a dollar and a American dollar. Bro, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, like a $1 piece,
Yeah.
and it's like all
I have-
designed. Like I'll
Yeah,
look
I have
at our
these.
boring
I have
ass-
these.
I have some.
Oh, your currency looks weird. I don't like it.
So I basically have the lowest currencies on my table right now. Let me.
Mhm.
I'll show them. Fuck it. So basically, we have 1 cent, 2 cent.
Mhm.
But those don't get used anymore. If you go to a store and you're like, yo, I want to pay with 1 cent, they're like, what the fuck are you doing with 1 cent?
Nobody's going out here paying for shit with pennies. You just get pennies.
Yeah. Then you have 5 cents, which we use pretty often still. 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, €1, €2, and the look. You go €1 piece. Look at this. I kind of like the coin. Wait, let me. This is a €1
Actually,
piece.
I'm breaking out my like American money right now.
Let me
just to show
flex
you,
on your-
'cause-
So that's pretty
no,
cool.
No, I'm breaking out just like the different dollar bills and whatnot, just to like show you. I don't have any ones or anything on me. I can't find my wallet right now, but I'll just show like the big bills. We have the 20, very very iconic. Andrew Jackson. I'm actually distantly related to this dude. He killed a lot of Indians, and if you ever hear of Trail of Tears, this guy. So
So
$20 bill.
Manifest Destiny guy.
Manifest Destiny, manifest him. And then we have the 50 with Grant, Ulysses Grant, killed those southern bastards, enforced national government and not states' rights. So
Fun
fucking-
fact. the whole thing of Grant just throwing his troops at the
Mhm.
Confederates is actually a myth. I watched a YouTube video of
Yeah.
someone like crunching down the numbers, and he actually didn't lose. The Confederates lost way more if you look at the percentage
Yeah.
of how reckless they
I
were.
mean, percentage wise. So we have a new $100 bill, which is this one with like the blue strip. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very hard to. It also has like this Microsoft Word art 100 on it, which I think is kind of gay looking. But the blue strip is always cool. This is an old 100 from 2003. A very basic
I
$100
love that
bill.
one, dude.
Yeah, I love how this one looks too. Because it just looks like Scarface money. You know what I mean? Like it has that
Yeah.
old world kind of feel to it. I did have a $100 bill from like '95, and I was taking it to the bank because I deposit all my money into the bank. I just kind of like keep it. I build it up. I run it through my fingers because I'm like, it's nice to have money. But then I'll take it to the bank. And I was super worried about that 100 because I was like, what if this 100's counterfeit? Because like I can't tell. It looks old. It's from before I was born. I've never seen one of these bitches in my life. And it was like, what?
Yeah,
I remember the
we recently changed the €5 billion, like the paper.
Yeah.
I have it here. Like they're doing the same shit as they're doing with like all the companies. It's all getting simplistic and stuff, and I hate that. But this is
that grinds my fucking gears. Just simplifying just to simplify, and everything has the same Times New Roman text as their logo. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that.
I have the. Let me show it on stream. €5. I'm broke as fuck. You see how old it is. Yes. It has like the Berlin Gate.
Oh, I'm broke too. I'm
I'm
broke
not
too.
sh-
That's all the money I have.
I don't even know what gate this is. I don't know if it's like the gate of France or the Berlin Gate, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And on all the coins we have the European like land, basically.
Welcome to the coin cast with Flapjack and Maspley.
It is interesting.
Just money is interesting. Money is interesting because money rules everything. Everybody says money is power. That's 100% true. Because like even if you're rich and nobody knows you, you have power because you have money. You have just. It's like if you have 100,000 troops and they have 10,000, you can just throw bodies at the wall until something fucking sticks. You can just throw money at any problem, and it'll just go away. Depending on who you buy, like what you get, the resources you have, money is God, and in God we trust is printed on every piece of currency in the United States. And that kind of is seeped into culture, whether intentionally, unintentionally, or subconsciously. It's like money is God. We worship the almighty dollar. So the reason it's called the almighty dollar. Our lives are run by it. Our lives are built up as children. We're like, you have to get a good career. Why? So you can make money.
Do you believe in the statement
No.
money makes money doesn't buy happiness?
Money buys stability and complacency.
Which leads
Guaranteed.
to happiness.
Happiness you have to find in and of yourself because you have to know yourself to know what makes you happy.
I mean, I kind of agree with it, or disagree with it, because like if you have money, and you don't have to worry about all the bullshit of life, you know.
As humans with survivalist instincts, this is why I feel like the anxiety and depression are at an all-time high, is because we don't have to worry about like getting food 300 years ago.
Yeah,
Main priority.
You didn't have time.
Main
to be
priority
fucking,
was getting food.
You didn't
Yeah,
have time
no,
to
we
be
didn't have
depressed.
time to be in our own heads about shit, but now we have time. Like the sin of convenience, the blessing and the curse of convenience. It's permeated society. Just we can get anything when we want it right now. And that leaves us so much extra time to worry about bullshit and just be in our own heads and talk ourselves down, or like however somebody's like mental chemistry is made up. You spend so much more time with that now than you did 300 years ago.
Yeah, people always say like, oh, kids nowadays have depression, or they have. Everybody always like depression was always a thing, but I also think
yeah.
we now are able to, mental health research was never really a thing. Let's
Mm.
be honest. Like no one, if you said in 1900, yeah, I'm depressed. What the fuck are you talking about? We only just discovered shell
Why are you
shock.
sad?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you sad? Because that was the euphemism for it was, oh, you're just sad. Why are you sad? You have a really good life. You have all this money. Why are you sad? Why should you be sad? And it's also a thing. It's the internet, dude. You can just see it because we control media as much as we think we don't. We do. Like if somebody has this crazy ass tweet that gets 2 million retweets, all of a sudden there's going to be a news story about it. So if you can visibly see all these people so constantly, every time you open up your phone, you're hit with the 500 people that you follow, and 100 of them are like, "Hey, I'm depressed. I'm not feeling good right now." It's gonna feel like a lot more than what it was.
I also
You know what I
feel
mean?
like
Because you only see like the 1 or 2 people that are like, "Oh, I'm really sad. I'm depressed. I'm gonna kill myself."
people nowadays,
100 years.
it's almost a trend to have social anxiety and to be depressed. I'm in
It's the
this.
Tumblr effect.
I'm in.
Tumblr glamorized depression.
It's and you start believing in it like yourself. If you because I'm in a Discord server, right? I'm in a WoW guild, and I play with these guys, and they just made a channel for if you're like it's called support group. The channel, like if you're going through some shit,
Mhm.
just post it and we'll talk to you. But it's almost sometimes you look at it and you're like, yeah, I'm depressed. I have anxiety. Let's post something in it, and then you take a walk or something, and you come back and you feel nothing. You know, it's just like you're attracted to the attention of if you're getting. It's like the victim.
Yeah.
You're being the victim. Oh,
Honestly, like I'm gonna be honest, like when I was in high school, when I was 16, 17, even 18, I glamorized the fuck out of depression. I was like, I'm
yeah.
depressed, I want to kill myself. I'm this outsider. I'm this loner. No, it gives you that it in all honesty, like it gives you that sense of importance because it's like nobody is feeling what I'm feeling, but then you look and it's like everybody's feeling what you're feeling. So then you tell yourself that enough, and then you also see that you're not special. You reinforce it in your brain, and it sends you down this rabbit hole of you talked yourself into it. And I'm not saying that to discredit people with like mental illness and like all that like chemical imbalances and all that stuff, but it's just sometimes people will talk. The brain is a very powerful thing. You will talk yourself into a hole. There's the Gollum effect. If you have low expectations for yourself, you will meet those low expectations.
Yep.
And it's the thing of aim high and pray you fall short instead of aiming low and praying you hit your target.
It's yeah. It's a complicated thing. Also, yeah, I for a little bit I went to like I had my internship at a store, and that's when I kind of went through it. You know, the whole telling
Yeah.
yourself you're depressed and then going through the
Mhm.
mental shit. And I was like, my because the people at the store noticed something was off, and we had like the counselor or like the teacher come over, and they were like, "Yo, if you want to talk to,
Yeah.
we have like a school counselor, right? So if you want to talk
Yeah.
to her, it's okay." And
That's a fucking scam.
I was like, "Yeah, sure,
That's
make
a
an
fucking
appointment."
scam.
And then I was like laying in bed. She like she WhatsApped me like, "Hey, when do you want the appointment to?" I was like, "I don't wanna. Like, what am I doing? I'm taking like time,
Mhm.
maybe time away from someone who actually needs help." So I just ignored it.
But then also that could be a thing in and of itself. They're like mine isn't worthy of being talked about.
I have that a lot.
It's
Yeah,
the same thing with like men who were pressured into sex with a woman they didn't want to have sex with. It's they were sexually assaulted, but they don't feel like they're justified enough to come forward because there are actually like people out there who were forcibly assaulted sexually. And it doesn't discount what you went through because you had to have dealt with that in a certain way mentally after that experience. You dealt with that, and you just had to deal with that with yourself. And like, how does that affect a young man growing up? Like, how does that affect a person afterwards? And it's like we get all this stuff about like rape and these really awful, heinous things. Rape should be punishable by death. Rape should get the fucking death penalty, in my personal opinion. But when it's
sadly we
something
don't.
like that, where it's more nuanced and it's more like It's sticky.
Bro,
It's a sticky situation.
you want to
But
know what
also,
pisses me the
you
fuck
need
off?
to lend credence to that. What grinds your gears, buddy? What pisses you off?
The justice system here in the Netherlands. You want to know how long lifelong is? Like lifelong in prisons?
Life sentences?
Yeah, 30 years. It's a life sentence here in the Netherlands. We don't have the death penalty. There was a guy
That's
who,
where you fucked up.
Yeah.
That's where you fucked up.
There was a guy who raped his little cousin or like niece like 30 times. She was like 12.
Oh my fucking god.
He got I think he like got 30 months prison.
What?
Yeah, 30 months.
What?
And
A month for
thir-
each time.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Even the disgusting thing is, if he got like a life sentence, it's 1 year for one rape. It's so messed up. Pedophiles, we had a time that people like were done with this shit, right? And a group started, and they were called pedo hunters. They were like a big thing.
Oh yeah. You were telling me about this.
Yeah, you
you were
catfish the
saying something
people
about this.
with Telegram. You catfish them. You meet up.
Yeah.
You beat the shit out of them, and you bring them to the police
Yeah.
station.
Chat frontier justice type shit. Like I support that fully. That's
Some guy got
libertarianism
killed.
as an art.
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, some guy got
Good.
killed, and everybody's like, yeah, good. And the police were
Good.
like the I think the judge or like they actually brought it up to this like the what do you call it again? Like we call it the second
Supreme
room.
Court?
Uh,
Supreme Court? Or like Congress?
yeah, Congress. They talked about it,
Oh.
and they were like,
Ooh.
we don't want the Netherlands to turn into a cowboy state.
Oof, mixing politics with justice. Oof,
Yeah.
that's sticky. That's sticky.
They were like, this country isn't some cowboy state. We won't.
Well, if you won't do it, we fucking will.
Yeah, and it kind of died down because the police like cracked down heavy on it.
That's stupid. There's a flip side of it that actually I wanted to bring in. False rape allegations.
Oh, they're the worst.
Oh, there are people. Oh, go on Twitter. Go on Twitter just once in your life. Just once in your life. And look up false rape allegations and and find some, because you won't find people being like, this is awful. This sucks. This is the worst. You'll find people defending it.
Yep.
Blaming the victim and being like, well, he was a man, so he shouldn't have been supporting the culture that brought this to light. And it's like, you're the fucking culture. You are the culture that is bringing all of this shit up, that is making it okay for people like Tobuscus, if we're gonna bring up like the biggest example of this on like the YouTube online sphere, Tobuscus.
That guy.
False rape allegation, fucking canceled. He has never done anything else in his life. He just got false rape allegation. The woman came out years later, rescinded it. No, it was already over. The court of public opinion ruled over it and said, no, he's a fucking rapist.
It doesn't even need to be an allegation is enough to ruin someone. A girl from my school.
One fucking tweet will kill somebody.
Bro, I watched the video, and this was like supposed to be a comedy. This girl, she was in high school, but she looked a lot like a guy. Everybody thought she was a guy.
A girl in a comedy doesn't sound real to me.
Mix.
Women aren't funny.
But like she had short hair, looked like a guy. Everybody thought she was a guy.
Okay.
Something happened and she got accused of rape, and of course, the principal believed the one that was like, oh yeah, she raped me, this and that, or he raped me.
Or traditionally effeminate.
Yeah, and the girl that looked
See?
like a guy started laughing, like, what are you talking about? I'm a chick. And then everything was okay out of the sun. But
see, that's what it is. Only of all the alimony payments paid in the United States, 3% of men get alimony, and it'll be like 15, $20.
Isn't alimony when you like break up or something?
When you divorce
Yeah.
and your partner makes more money than you do, you are entitled
It's-
to
you're-
however much.
You're punished for working harder.
Yep, you are. First of all, you're punished for being a man.
Yeah.
This is I don't know how this came into practice. I'll have to do more research. I'll bring it in next week for like the more research part of it. But it is so skewed towards defending the woman, putting a woman on a pedestal, which unless
fucking
she is your
stupid.
significant other, unless you have already established a relationship with her, don't ever fucking put a woman on a pedestal. If you're married, yes. If you are in a long-term relationship, yes. If you are just talking to a woman on the street, don't put her on a fucking pedestal, dude. She does not deserve that until she's proven to you that she deserves that pedestal. But it's just putting the act of having a vagina as greater than.
It's not, but now it is expected for the guy to put in like
It
the work.
is. It is.
And
You're expected to put in a ton of work and just expect no results.
if it doesn't work, you failed instead of, you know.
It is your moral, financial, personal failing.
And
If
you
you
know what's the
fuck
funny
up.
thing is too, like we are expected to do nice things, pay for dinner, hold the door open, bring her to wherever
I mean,
she
some
wants
of
to go.
that we put upon ourselves. Like I've gone out like I have a very nice girlfriend. She wants to pay for things. I tell her no. I'm
I mean,
like,
yeah,
no, I'm
it's
paying
just being
for that.
nice.
I
But it's
have that personal expectation of myself
yeah,
to
but
just
also
want to do that, not to be expected to do that. I want to do that.
yeah, you want to do it, but it's also expected of you. And nowadays, it's also sexist at the same time because you
It is. Sandry.
it's so stupid. Oh, I'm sorry for being nice. Like what?
Exactly. I'm sorry for my mom raising a good kid.
Like, oh, you hold the door
Very
open
sorry.
because you want to show that you're stronger. No, of what?
No,
dumb.
I'm just holding the door open for you. I do that for my guy friends all the time. If I get to the door first, I'll hold the door open
Like-
for you. I will say, they will say thank you to me. I'll say anytime, darling. Like I'll make it like this. I'll make it this weird thing just to do it, just because it's funny. But also, it's like if you don't hold open the car door for her, if you don't, if you don't even like ask to pay for dinner, if you don't plan out a date, if you're just like, hey, can we go on a date sometime? I was like, oh, what would we do? I was like, I don't really know. Personally, I'm just kind of like trying to hang out with you. That seems desperate. It seems like you just want to have sex and you just like want the idea of her. And it's like, no, dude, like I just don't. I'm just kind of trying to feel for you, and I kind of just want to meet in the middle on what we want to do. Because if you want to get coffee and I want to get dinner, like that's a completely different atmosphere.
bro,
And it's like I approach you. I already did some like heavy lifting to even approach you. So can you do just a little bit and be like, I want coffee, I want dinner, I want to go to lunch, let's go take a walk in the park, let's go see a movie. Like just just throw something out there, and I'll just be like, no, I'm not really feeling that. Can we do something like this? Because I want a barometer.
To
Because
be
after they're
fair,
like,
that also is with guys. I hate not the sex part, of course. It's more like,
next part with guys is gross. It smells bad.
ew. But yeah, I like me and my friends. If we go out, we're like, we'll see whatever the fuck happens. If we want to do something, we'll go.
Yeah.
I used to go to pretty like my school was like 50% fucking retards and autistic people who did whatever.
I mean,
the fuck
yeah,
they
you
wanted.
went there, so
And the other 50% was
if you look to your left and you look to your right and they're both not retards, you have to start looking at yourself.
but the other half was like white, annoying. You know, the rich kids.
I love how that's the qualifier. Yeah, I went to school with retards. The other half was white, but
I mean, it was a pretty white school. They were all like the Instagram girls.
yeah, you live
who-
in Netherlands. You live in Scandinavia, basically.
Bro, we have so many black people and Moroccan and Turkish and everything. It's insane.
I know you have a lot of Turkish people because that's all you hang out with. You hang out with the
You
just
know,
the Turks.
like you know what's funny?
Like if you bring your friends over to your parents' house and you're like, yeah, we're having turkey, they just like, what? My people.
Bro, I was talking to some American like on CS:GO or something or on Overwatch. Not an American. I think it was like fucking Slavic, and I was like, yeah, our country officially stated, yeah, we're a multicultural country, like we're officially that's like our system, right? And
Okay.
they were so shocked, because no one fucking does that
Why?
apparently. I don't know. Like people like of course the fucking Belgium or something, like for example Belgium is a multicultural country, a lot of different culture in there, but the government doesn't like say, oh, we're multicultural,
I mean, it's different for America because we were founded on that. We were founded on like the multicultural, like the melting pot philosophy of just throw everybody in there, whatever it comes out as.
It's
Like
just
that's us.
it's just a bunch of British people,
Which has been
slaves and
which has been
natives.
diluted. It's been very much diluted once you actually hear the history. But like our bravado is we're a melting pot. Like we would bring
I
in
mean,
all different kinds of European countries, like the Irish, the Slavics, the British, yes,
Germans.
the Mexicans, Canadians, Germans. Like we do have a lot of different cultures that live here, but that's also due to our geographical location and how we kind of are the center of the fucking universe.
Uh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
to
We're
be
the center of pop culture at the very least. So it's like if you experience any kind of culture, you can expect at least part of it to come from America.
I mean, yeah, it's true. I can't deny that America
Ex-
is
ex-
the
Exactly. So like there's this I mean it's so much dulled now, but like especially in the early 1900s there was this streets are paved with gold. You go to America, the streets are paved with gold. Like we're this place, we're this like when I think of Hollywood, like you say the word Hollywood to me, I think of this just mythical land. That's why I don't ever want to go to Los Angeles because I don't want to ruin
yeah.
that. Because everything I've heard after that is like it's a shit place. Don't fucking go there. But I was just like, I just want to have that idea in my head of there is this place, Hollywood, this mythical thing that lives on a different plane of existence that is just the sky is blue, the grass is green, and everything is good.
Yeah, also like America is like still. I know. I think it's like into like the 21st century. It's kind of changed, but it's the new world. If you want to do
Yeah,
something new, you go there. You don't stay in the old place. We already have our shit settled. If you want new stuff, go to the new place.
I've said this before, but it's like Europe. The difference between Europe and America is America thinks 100 miles wait, America, I'm going to get this correct. Europe thinks 100 miles is a long way. America thinks 100 years is a long time. It's the main difference between just our philosophies and our viewpoints on the world. Is just our perception of distance, perception of time, which are the two things that will permeate any culture at any point. But it's just those two things of just like we're this big ass country, we have a lot of people in us, but then there's Britain who is like, well, we're this tiny ass country, but we have all of this history. It's like when an American buys a house and it's like, oh, somebody died here. It's like, oh no, somebody died here, and it's like the British people buy a house and it's like somebody died here. Yeah,
Yeah, no
of
shit.
course they did. Yeah, duh. But it's just like that, just different perception of shit.
Yeah,
We just have different perceptions of things, and it's like we're just in, like we're still. I mean, we're not uncharted territory, but in terms of like a lot of shit, we're uncharted territory. Like somebody just going out and being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna build this country." 150 years later, it's a fucking superpower.
bro. I
It's
think
developed it developed atomic bombs before it learned how to slice bread. You know what I mean?
I think like one of the main difference between the U.S. and Europe is the way how social the people are. If you go to Germany and you go into a random store, everybody shuts the fuck up, keeps looking forward, grabbing the shit and they're out. In the Netherlands, the same.
Yeah.
In Norway, people don't fucking talk to each other. In America, the fucking cashier asks like, "How was your day?" Bitch, why are you
Yeah.
talking to me? I don't know you.
There are certain parts of there are certain pockets of America that are like that. New York, Los Angeles, bigger cities, bigger like metropolitan areas where it's just like, yeah, don't really talk to them. Like you'll see 1,000 people today and you'll know like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And if you see them again, you can talk to them. But like the first time you see them, you're not just gonna go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But we have the Midwest thing. Like I grew up in Ohio, so like you walk down the street and you pass somebody while you're walking down the sidewalk, you instinctively do the
Yeah, I say
or
how
like just the casual, "How you doing?" And don't expect a response to it. So it's just, "How you doing?" Good. And you just keep walking. Like it's that kind of old world thing of just they're people. You got to interact with them.
those are too many words already. We over here just like you like it's the thing is you see like the other person walking towards you, right? They see you, you lock eyes. This happens all the time when I'm walking my dog or something. You're like you see in their eyes, I don't want to talk to you. And they see in my eyes, I also don't want to talk to you. So we have 2 options. Either we're just gonna say hi. Like either we're just gonna say like hi, and keep walking.
Those 2 letters.
or-
Those 2 letters is like, "Oh, you fucking talk to me." I
Or
hate him.
I'm gonna grab my phone and ignore you. And they're so
That's
happy.
my go-to.
They're
That's
so
my
happy
go-to.
when
It's just like
Yeah.
I'll grab my phone and just start looking at my phone, especially if it's like if I had this experience the other day actually. I was walking like 10 feet behind a woman, and I'm going to work, so I'm in all black with a backpack on.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Sketchy. So I immediately pull out my phone and I just start talking on my phone. I fake talk on my phone like I'm having a conversation with my girlfriend or something. I just start fake talking on my phone.
That happens a lot
Just
when
to avoid awkwardness and to avoid her like looking back at me every 5 seconds because that makes me uncomfortable. So I'd rather make this whole stage play
you don't
just
want
to avoid awkwardness.
you don't want to yell out, "Yo, I'm not gonna rape you. Come on," you know. Like I used to have long walks. I wanted to get my 10,000 steps in every day, right? So I got up 6 in the morning because my sleep schedule is fucked. I went outside. It was cold, so I had my hoodie on. I had my pad on, my cap.
Very Trayvon Martin of you.
Fucking black.
Going outside with a hoodie on? Oh,
I mean,
no.
No, but I had like my hoodie, I had my cap, I had another fucking hoodie over it for my jacket, and I just looked like I'm gonna mug some motherfuckers. So I saw this girl walking before me. I was like, oh no, we're gonna have one of these. And like, I had to go left, and she had 2 options: go right or go straight. She also went like to her right, so it's the same way I was going. I was like, no, it's a long ass path. I felt so bad for this girl. She must have been scared as fuck for her life.
I would go because I would get off, especially when I lived like in the city of Columbus, like I lived downtown. If I was walking home, I would walk home at like midnight. And I lived off of a college campus too. So it's like college campus and downtown, like there were like a little Venn diagram, and I lived in the middle of that Venn diagram. So you get just the women walking down the street trying to find their friend's house or something. If I'm going down the street, we're the only 2 people on the street, we're on the same side of the street, I'd fucking walk across the street and just keep going that way, but I'd walk across the fucking street. Oh yeah, just to avoid it, because it's like there's a certain, I don't know if it's me or if it's just like a Midwest thing of just don't make anybody uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck with somebody else's shit. If she's over there and she's just walking and she's alone, I'm not going to put myself in the position of her getting uncomfortable and fucking macing me. Or her stabbing me with her Wolverine keys or what the fuck ever. Just because she felt uncomfortable. And then what do I have to say to that? Yeah, like, I was just walking home from work. I was just trying to do my thing. Blah, 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 blah. It would get proven later, but just that act in and of itself. Like, I got attacked by a girl who thought I was going to sexually assault her. That sentence, just that sentence as a tweet, no, you're fucked. You're fucked. I mean, or the public opinion will take over. That's where we come back to that. It's just like, you could take a sound bite of anything, and you're fucked. I think I explained this to somebody the other day of just like how the media works these days. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Where I don't know if you know too much about baseball, but the Red Sox and the Yankees fucking hate each other, and I'm a big Red Sox fan. Fuck the Yankees.
Are those the racist ones?
I was
Or the Redskins now?
no, they're not racist. They're baseball teams, so it's mostly like Dominican guys. But
I only know the reference from South Park.
it's probably wrong, but but the Red Sox and the Yankees fucking hate each other. I'm a huge Red Sox fan. And I played baseball for the longest time, and I was like I really thought I was gonna go like minor league like before I hit high school, and I kind of fell out in love with it. I started doing music a lot more. So I kind of fell out in love with baseball, but I was like, if I ever got lucky enough, if I just the stars aligned, I went to the major leagues and I was on the Yankees and they interviewed me, what if I said, I love the Yankees. The organization is amazing. All the players, everybody in the locker room, they're fucking awesome. But if I'm a fan sitting on the couch, I hate the Yankees. Boom, you're done. Because it's the headlines in New York are going to read, I hate the Yankees, Mass Bleak, shortstop for the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. You're done. You're done. Court of public opinion is going to be like, he's a nightmare to work with. He's awful. The people on the street are going to throw shit at you, especially New York, because they're fucking hoodlums over there. I fucking hate New York. I will never go there.
Yeah,
Fuck that place. You can take that soundbite, because I'm not going to be in any position of where I can go to New York and be like a public figure. So, like, fuck them.
like my view
Fuck
of
New York. Go
view,
Sox. Fuck the Yankees.
My view of New York has always been, you know, what you see on TV, Town Square, basically. That's my whole view of New York and fucking Central Park.
It's really because it's 2 miles. It's like 2 miles of just 8 million people, and you have these different neighborhoods. They're called boroughs. It's 5 sections of New York to split up this small ass city into even smaller parts because there are so many people. And it's just like Brooklyn has a different culture than Staten Island. The Bronx has a different culture than Queens. It's like Manhattan is like, oh, well, that's where all the Manhattan and Brooklyn, that's where all the hipsters go. You know what I mean? It's like it's a whole fucking culture. It's a whole language. It's a whole accent. Like how they speak to each other is so different than even people who are 5 miles outside of that city radius. It is a race and a nation in and of itself. They could secede and just be their own sovereign nation, and everybody in the world who has a basic knowledge of New York would understand, because it is such its own culture.
You know what I recently discovered?
Crazy.
New Jersey is a state. I thought that shit was like a part of New York. I thought New Jersey was like an extension of the city, you know?
You were like Maddox, who thought Milwaukee was a state.
It's not?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, never mind. I only know that because of
See, you have as much knowledge as Maddox does.
I mean, Maddox is from the US. He's supposed to know that shit, right?
Well, he's from Utah. And Utah is bumblefuck. Even to people who live in the US, that is bumblefuck. Nobody cares about what goes on in Utah. It's Mormons, incest, and nothing. Just a blank piece of paper. Not even a blank piece of paper. It is that void that you can't imagine. Like if the nukes dropped in 1980 and you didn't exist, and you have to wonder like, well, I didn't exist, so what would my life be like? It's that. It's just Utah is that void in consciousness of America. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares.
I've seen videos of like those small ass villages, right? And like these small communities where everybody knows each other, right? And if you need someone, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'll like, take you to this guy, and like everybody helps each other, shit like that.
Yeah, it's like if your car broke down in that community, they would help you.
I always dreamed, or not dreamed. I always would like to have. I've never had that in my whole life. I've always lived in like
Same.
not big. I've not never lived in the big city. I've never lived in village. Always like the in between, you know. But my dad,
Same.
and brother, for example, like I don't know a lot of people in this part of like I recognize them. I talk to them.
Right.
We have a big ass mall close to here. It's called Kronenburg.
Mhm.
If I go there with with my father, we have to stop every 2 minutes because everyone recognizes him.
I have that same thing with my grandpa. I tell him all the time, I can't take you anywhere.
Yeah,
You'll find somebody that you know. I can't take you anywhere
and the funny
because
thing
it
is,
will turn from a half-hour trip into an hour-and-a-half long trip.
my brother
Just
has
him
the
talking.
reason. My brother has to say, but he's a singer, right? He has a reason. He goes to people like him,
He's
and
popular.
yeah. My father just knows a lot of people. If he needs something, it's done in a minute.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah, of
kind of
course.
badass also. But yeah, it's funny to see. We can't fucking walk there.
We just went on a big rant of one of my 4 gear grinders. Oh fuck.
Which one?
The defending false rape allegations. My other one is a little shorter. People who sit too close to you at the bar.
I don't go to bars.
You haven't experienced this, but people who sit too close to you at the bar fucking hate it. It's so you go up to a bar, right? Let's say there's 10 seats.
Yeah.
There should be, if there are 5 white men that don't know each other walking in the bar at the exact same time, there should be a seat in between every single person. We should treat it like it's a fucking urinal. If you know people and you have somebody with you, yes, take up 2 seats. If you have 4 people with you and you want to sit at the bar, you should have picked a table, but go crazy. Yeah, sit at the bar. Who cares? But if I don't know you, don't sit right fucking next to me. Pick a different spot, because there was me, 2 seats, and another guy. Bar's dead. There's like maybe 15, 20 people in this big bar. And there's me and another guy just in my immediate vicinity. I have a seat and then another guy right here. This guy comes up, sits right next to me, plants his happy ass right next to me. And I said, I'm moving.
You said that, or
I'm not gonna
you
move.
just-
He sat right next to, like, basically, he was a fat bitch. Sat right fucking on top of me, basically. And immediately I think I'm gonna move. And I'm like, no, fuck you. I was here first. So I moved my seat like maybe an inch to the right to try like get away from his like gravitational pull of his beer gut, which I'm very self-conscious about my beer. But I don't move out. I just move this way.
Bro,
So I'm not impeding on anybody else's shit right now. He is impeding on my shit. There are 3 rolls sitting on my arm like I'm a fucking armrest.
I had a whole part of the whole part of the new funny moments. It's just you yelling, "I'm getting fat" at your dog.
Yeah, no, I saw it. And it was funny. I am getting fat, and it's kind of scary, but I'm not going to
But
change
bro,
anything.
I can kind of relate, I guess, not in the bar situation, with like, if I go to the gym I go to is pretty fucking retarded with how it's set up. Like the weights and stuff, it's next to each other. You're sweating at each other. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, you know how when you do like fucking you do leg press or something, or they just really heavy weight.
Yeah,
you
totally know how to do leg presses. Yeah. Totally.
Okay, but you do like heavy weights and you're
Use
proud.
arms. Yeah, I can totally do that.
But you're proud of yourself, right? And you stand up
Yeah.
and you're like, fuck yeah. And you walk around. Some people do that and they just go stand right in front of you. Like, do you mind?
Or people who like hog the mirror at the gym. It's like there's this big long mirror,
yeah.
and it's like they just fucking hog a whole big section, like a whole like intersection. It's not even like in front of a machine. It's in front of like 2 different machines. They
Yeah,
just
I'm
kinda,
looking
like,
at
hog it.
myself.
And that always happens to be the weight that you want to grab is like right in front of them, and they're filming some like stupid Instagram story, and I always just
Bro, you know what's the most
Fucking
embarrassing thing
bitch.
ever? I'm doing like
What?
I still look like an idiot when I'm doing weights and stuff. But I'm looking at the mirror like, am I doing it right? Stuff like that. And I see some asshole recording a TikTok, and you just see my fat ass in the background. Am I doing this right?
I've probably seen you because I'm in weightlifting TikTok for some reason. The algorithm thinks I'm in the U.S. military, and they also think I lift weights.
You probably just like. I have a feeling you
I
like
just like those.
I have a feeling you just like posts of people
I do.
getting
I think it's
shot.
cool because people will do yeah, I just bumped a 3-pack of pre-workout. I'm about to go get rid of my demons because my girlfriend cheated on me. And it's like, you know what, dog? Here's a like. I like that. And then another one is like, so here's Bravo 11, the most badass section of the US Army. And it's like, oh, I fucking love this. This is awesome. And it's just my patriotism and my want to be better that got me into this situation. And I'm not ashamed of that.
I've been getting I've been watching a bunch of the Afghanistan thing, and I saw like this video of like U.S. troops leaving, and I liked it, and now I'm just getting fucking guns. Bro, have you seen those videos?
Learn about guns.
Have you seen those videos of the Afghani, like the Taliban, just doing fun shit? I was thinking,
dude, I wanted to talk about this. The Taliban have Twitter accounts now. We've entered the fucking end game, dude. The Taliban have Twitter accounts and they're posting Wojak memes. This is awesome. I don't have an example for you, but I just keep seeing it on my fucking timeline. It is fucking awesome. And I'm like, I think I might be a Taliban.
And they're
now.
not getting banned.
No, they're not getting. Why would they get banned? They're not doing anything wrong. Twitter's pretty good about it, unless you're the U.S. president. Twitter's pretty good about not banning you, especially if it's child porn too. They take a very hard stance on child porn, which I've Chad. A ton of accounts got banned, and they went on like sock accounts, and they started being like, "Oh, why did I get banned?" And like the Twitter UI would respond, you posted child porn.
You know
so
what's
get raped."
You know what's one thing I was thinking about? I was like, the Taliban is probably doing the best marketing ever. People are looking instead of
their PR is amazing right now.
Instead of looking at them, oh no, a country has been taken over by terrorists. People are like, oh, look at them, they're in a roller coaster.
So what they did you know how they did this?
What?
So they went around with all the money and all the old things left over by the U.S. military when they like got out of there. They went around to every village and said, "Hey, we'll just buy your village for like this amount of money." And people were like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So you get all these videos and like pictures of Talibans posted next to a Black Hawk, like it's a 21-year-old like executive with his new Corvette, just like posed on it and shit.
Bro,
it's fucking great, dude. I've been seeing, dude. They've been coming up on my timeline, and I'm like, this is awesome, and I can't not support something that inherently I think is really fucking cool.
I was watching. I was like trying to find actual news, and the only thing I could find is that cringy was the cringy late night guy, Steve something.
Colbert.
Yeah, Steve Colbert. He's so annoying. I was like watching it, and he was
There's John Oliver, there's Steve Colbert, and there's Trevor Oliver. I used to be really into those when I was like in high school, college.
Steve Colbert is a fucking.
But now I got money, and I'm like, no, fuck.
He was talking about he was making jokes about situation, which is really strange. You make one edgy joke, you get cancelled, but you make jokes about a country being taken over by terrorists, literal terrorists, and it's all good.
And it's just the media's version. I've said this so many times. I'm kind of tired of it. It's wrong think. It's just like, oh, you don't think what we all think, so you can't make jokes about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you can make the edgiest jokes if you believe in what we believe in. You know what I mean? Donald Trump should be killed. Oh, yeah. Upvote, like, whatever. But it's like,
a funny
go to the other side, all of a sudden my Twitter is banned.
A funny thing
is, no reason.
He was talking about how the evacuation was really bad. Like, people were bashing on, but he was like, oh.
People were jumping out of planes.
He said President Biden did people were saying that about like President Biden was doing a bad job. He was like, but Trump actually like why are
Yeah,
you
they'll
bringing
just
Trump
refer
up?
to them. That's one thing that really pissed me off is they will always refer to President Trump as Donald Trump. They will just give his full legal name. But when it comes to Joe Biden, who is doing the same shit just in the right party,
Yep.
it's President
And
Biden.
I don't even
Oh, President
like
Biden.
Donald Trump.
Oh, bow at his feet.
I think Trump is an idiot, right? But just bashing on him
I
when
mean,
he's
George Bush was an idiot too, but I love him. He's a lovable goof, and I love him. And also, Donald Trump would just say what he wanted, and you have to respect somebody like that because every politician that we've gotten, especially like he was running against the best person for him to run against. He was running against Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton just
The
threw it. Let's be honest.
the epitome of political rhetoric.
She threw.
And it's just some guy who would just write Mexicans, the wall, love America on his notes and then have a speech.
Yep.
You got to kind of love that he was just doing what he wanted to do. Oh, we're going to build a wall. Yeah, sure, we'll build a wall. Mexico's going to pay for it.
But let's be honest.
All of a sudden, oh, that's a big fucking thing. It's like he said it. Like,
let's be honest, Hillary just
this wall's been in production since 2004, dude. This wall's been going, and you're gonna blame him for the fucking wall? Get fucked.
let's be honest, Hillary just threw. Like she just started out of nowhere going on pictures with all these pretentious celebrities who think they're important and oh look at me posing with these.
She tried to really appeal to the youth demographic with that, and like I think the epitome of Hillary Clinton's presidential run was, oh, these kids are playing Pokemon Go. You should Pokemon go to the polls. Like,
Like
God,
kill yourself,
damn it.
please.
Kill yourself. Kill yourself, dude. I mean, even like you know Bernie Sanders, right? Like, I'm sure you got news on Bernie Sanders over there. I don't want to mansplain Bernie Sanders to you or anything, but
a communist.
Honestly, let's be honest. A lot of people that I talk to would have voted for Bernie Sanders.
I don't even know where he stands for. I just
But
like to
they
call
voted for they voted for Trump. I mean, it's complete opposites, but it was the same thing of like he didn't want this whole political system. And it's like that's what I really agree with is that the political system as it stands is we talked about this last week. It's binary. It excludes a ton of people who are in the middle. And it's so bureaucratic of like, oh yeah, you spend 40 years in politics, all of a sudden you get a senator position, even if like you don't really represent the views of the people that you represent. He was a very big proponent of like we like drain the swamp. Bernie supported that even if he didn't support it in name. The drain, like just get politicians out of politics. Fuck them. They just know how to game the system. Get people in who just want to make America better. I mean, they were complete opposite views on how to make America better. But it's the same basic, like where they were coming from was the same place, but it was like a vector point. They went different directions.
I just like to call him a communist because I know it pisses people the fuck off when you call him a communist.
He's a communist. He's a fucking communist. I was a big Bernie guy for like college and stuff, but then I got out of college and started like making money, and I'm like, no, government needs to get the fuck out of my shit. And as I got like, I didn't hop on the Trump train till like 2018, dude, and I feel so bad because I'm like, God, you really had all my interests at heart.
Bro,
and I just dismissed you because Twitter told me to dismiss you. And it's like, fuck.
Like,
shit, right?
Getting back to the Taliban.
God, the Taliban. The Taliban,
You know what's
dude.
funny?
Fucking base, just keep it up. You're halfway across the world. I don't really care what you do. But, like, keep it the fuck up. Keep going.
The U.S. spent 20 years. They spent 20 years building an army, spending money on the Afghan forces.
Desert Storm was supposed to be 2 weeks. That was Bush Sr. was like, yeah, Desert Storm's going to be 2 weeks. We've had Bush Sr., Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, and Biden. We've had 6 presidents in the time that it took to do a 2-week operation that turned into a 25-year.
But they like spent all this time and money building an army, getting the people to defend their own country instead of relying on the U.S. And they leave, and they fuck it up immediately.
They fuck it up immediately.
But-
Like we hadn't like the choppers were still on the horizon, and they already fucked it up.
Bro, but have you seen? There was no fighting. But have you seen those training videos?
Exactly. They just bought it. They just like, hey, yo, we got money.
Have you seen the
Do
training
you want
videos
money?
of?
Yeah, I want money.
Have you seen the training videos of the not the Taliban, the Afghan army?
No.
Bro, those U.S. like they send the U.S. people to train them, right?
Yeah. We
Though
did that for a long time.
the U.S. guys were like, "Yo, Mohammed, stop smoking hash. What are you doing? You're supposed to be training." Like, those guys didn't give a fuck. Like, they were doing
No.
jumping jacks, and they were just laughing because they were
Jumping jacks.
they were all high, so they were just laughing. They weren't even doing the train.
I mean, that's the culture. You gotta bring that back to just like the culture of the Middle East is so much different. It's like you're not gonna like good old American boys going out and fighting for patriotism or whatever they want to fight for, free healthcare, free college, whatever an individual soldier goes out and really fights for. Like that's not the same as what somebody in Afghanistan with no guarantees of any life afterwards. If they survive, they're not gonna fight the same, dude. You just
I'll
have
be
to
honest,
recognize the culture.
I think most like okay, I'm gonna sound really fucking racist here. I'm not. I'm just wording it wrong. I think most Afghan people are just fucking cowards. Like, I hear a lot. Like when you see those videos of them fleeing, like they're falling from the airport and from the airplanes and shit. You only see like 20-year-old guys, 25-year-old, no woman, no children, only 20-year-old guys. Like, stop being a bitch.
Well, you have to recognize in that culture, the pressure is put on them.
I mean,
It's a very traditionalist culture of the man, and it's like, wow, I've just had my whole family flee my homeland because of these people. I'm so ashamed. It's the oh my god, it's the Japanese Bushido code of you either die for your country, and that's the highest honor, or if you surrender to the enemy, that is the greatest sin in their culture is to surrender to their enemy.
yeah.
I
really think.
I feel like it's kind of like, I mean, it's a runoff. It's different. They probably call it something different, but to surrender and be like, I'm leaving my homeland now. Like, I mean, we've never experienced that as like in our lifetimes, at least, of
Yeah.
having to flee the place that we grew up in because we were unwanted there and because it's been taken over. You know what I mean? So you have to recognize the emotions that this guy was going through haven't been experienced by like 90% of the population.
I'm not
the
one of
world.
those people who are like, go back to your own country, you fucker. Like, if Germany is like, Fourth Reich, and they come fucking invading the Netherlands, and I go to Britain, and they're like, no, fuck off. I would want to be like let in, right? But
yeah,
I
and
just-
it's like if I'm not gonna be let in, I'm gonna like
But
where am I gonna go?
I
I'm
would-
homeless.
I would at least like the Dutch.
Man without a country.
I would at least like the Dutch government to at least put up a fight and try to hold the country instead of roll over, and those 300k soldiers are like, oh, yeah, we're gonna go fuck. We're just gonna get high again. Like, come on, you know.
Come on. All right, that's my third gear grinder. Did you see Simone Biles, the gymnast, quit 5 out of 6 finals in the Olympics? She just kind of quit.
I have not followed the
Did you see that?
Olympics at all. No, I haven't.
Okay, so there's this gymnast named Simone Biles who is my like 7th favorite gymnast because all the other ones are like better looking than her. She's the best looking black gymnast I've ever seen in my life. She's probably the best looking black woman I've ever seen in my life.
What's her name?
Simone Biles. So she pulled out of 5 of the 6 Olympic finals for Mental health reason.
Oh, I think I heard. Is this the chick who like her mother died and she did weed or something?
No. That was one of the runners who I have a big problem with the Olympics for that, because she should definitely fucking
Yeah, of
have
course.
ran. And no. That woman is not in the wrong for anything that she fucking did. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but that track runner is not in the wrong in any sense of the imagination. Simone Biles is in the fucking wrong. She fucking quit.
Like what? Why?
She quit on her fucking team. Mental health reasons. It hasn't come out exactly what she was going. But people on Twitter are praising her as like, oh, this is such a stand for mental health. I'm like, okay, break it down. You're a gymnast, Flapjack. Flapjack, you have a vagina. You cut your dick off. You have a vagina.
Motherfucker, I will break that pole if I go.
You cut your dick off. You have a vagina. You are a petite gymnast.
Yes, I'm petite.
You're really good. Flapjack, you're really good at
Yes.
gymnastics. You are like you ascended beyond the local level at like 12 years old. You are a god tier gymnast, especially like in your state. And then you get to like the people from Team USA are calling you. It's like, hey, you're really good. Come on, come fucking do some stuff for us. Come fucking compete in the Olympics in 3 years.
Do some jumping stuff.
Okay. So you work really hard for 3 years. You exceed your limit 3 times. Like, you are so much better than when you started because you're training with the best trainers, the best everything, the best facilities, the best coaches, mental health. I mean, not mental health. The best like
Also,
everything,
all sponsors,
everything.
all
Athletic
given to you.
trainers.
Like they don't have to pay this themselves. This is all given by the Olympic.
It's all given to them. It's all given to them. It's all given to them by the Olympic Committee, which is a bureaucratic organization, but I won't get into that right now.
Yes.
So you train really hard. It comes time. Oh, the Tokyo Olympics are pushed back. We have another year to train. Okay, so now your 3 years becomes 4.5 years. Finally go to Tokyo. Oh my God, you're in the finals. You're doing your events, and it's like a team event. So you do your stuff, you do your stuff, you do your stuff, you do your stuff. All of a sudden, the best gymnast on your team says, "Oh, I gotta go." What?
What you mean?
What? Why? Why do you gotta go? Why do you gotta go? Mental health reason. So I trained for damn near 5 years. Not to mention the years and years and years of work and passion and broken toes. I mean, gymnasts, toes, knees, like shins, gone. They're gone. So like these people aren't going to be able to walk when they're 40.
Yep.
And this one person at the very end, when you're in the fucking games, when she's going through an event, she goes through an event, gets a bad score, she fucking puts her mask on, walks out.
Was it because of actually?
How am I supposed to feel? And so you, Flapjack, are on the sidelines, and she comes up to you specifically because you're the god of the team, obviously, and she says to you, "Hey, I gotta go."
It's
what are you supposed to do with that information? She just quit on her fucking team in the Super Bowl of Super Bowls.
Like
in the
maybe
World Cup, basically.
We don't know the reason, right, why she left. Maybe she told her team, maybe she didn't. But if
she was in the middle of an event. She was doing like the uneven bars where like the one is here, the other's here. She did that.
Wait, she just walked out in the middle?
She went to her coach first. Obviously, at least basic respect for the team. You go to the coach first.
Mm-hmm.
And then went to each of her teammates. Again, I gotta respect her for going to each and every one of her teammates and telling them, "Hey, I gotta go. Hey, I gotta." Given there's only 4 other teammates because she's leaving, so they're a man down. And now these other girls who haven't trained for these events that she's scheduled to be in, that this girl who walked out and quit was scheduled to be in, they have to do these events now. And then this is cherry on the fucking cake for me, Flapjack. She comes back for the last event.
All right,
The
so
very last one, she comes back.
she was just feeling bad, like that. I hate that.
Oh, I was just feeling, my mental health. Like, I'm sorry. This only comes around every 4 years. Half of this team is not going to be here in 4 years. Sorry. You just let down people at their one chance. They got, get up. I think they got a bronze medal. I think they got maybe silver or bronze.
Yeah, she got a. Is it gold? What?
Did they get gold?
I don't know.
Did they really get gold?
Maybe it's an.
If they got gold, then I guess it's not a problem. But as far as I know, they got silver or
Yeah, I think it's
bronze,
silver.
like one of the lower medals. It's like,
and the only thing I see is oh, she's so brave. Oh, this is such. Like, you walked out. People trained for
you
this.
quit. You quit. You quit on people that had trained for at least 4 years on the U.S. team. You quit on them. In their moment of where they expected you to be your best, you quit. You were at the top, you fucking quit. And she's being praised. She's being lauded. I have no respect for this bitch. I have no respect for her. You quit on your fucking team.
That's a bitch move, yeah.
I've gone to work 3 hours after finding out I've been cheated on and that this woman never loved me after dating her for. I didn't quit on the people that I worked with, and it's a fucking restaurant, dude. It's a fucking restaurant, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, mental health."
I mean, like,
I'm gonna quit on this Olympic team that has been waiting an extra year and a half to fucking get to Tokyo and to actually compete in this.
like if she, like, if for example, if she got a
bitch.
call, oh,
You're
her,
a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a coward. Fuck you.
if
Fuck
she,
you.
like,
I will
if she
not
got a
support any
call,
of that.
oh, her mom just died or something like that, right? I kind of, I
Yeah.
understand it.
I kind of understand. I
But-
kind of understand. But she was in the middle of the bars, and she just came off, got a bad score, and walked off. It's like, what happened to you, dude? If you came out and told us what happened, I would understand more. But as far as we know, we don't know.
She just
It
walked
could have
off.
been. It could have been something like, "Oh, my dog died." Like, get another dog. That dog's gonna be dead by the time you go to the next Olympics. But half of these people aren't gonna be able to go to the next Olympics.
Yeah, but those
Because they're
people,
gonna age out. I mean, it's all a young man's sport at this point. Like, I'm too old to get in the fucking Olympics. I'm gonna be 30 by the time I get into any Olympics, and even then, I'm back of the pack in any fucking sense. You are in your prime as an athlete, and you're quitting on your team. Fuck off. Fuck off.
that is pretty shitty, yeah. If she comes up with a good reason, it has to be a really fucking good reason.
I'll change my opinion, and I will say that I was wrong.
Yep.
And I'll rescind all of this, and I'll feel really bad about what I just said. But if she just leaves it at that and doesn't say anything, it was just like, yeah, I pulled out for mental health reasons. Owie, I hurt my toe. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad. If it's a legitimate reason, I'll do a full fucking apology. I don't care. I mean, nobody cares about my opinion, but like as a man, like I'll apologize because I was wrong and I jumped to a conclusion that wasn't true, and that's like you just have to deal with that as a person. But if she just keeps at this, it's like, dude, you're just a quitter, and you're being praised for being a fucking quitter. No, dude, fuck you. There are people who relied on you, and that's what it matters at the end of the day. Is like that's the whole team aspect of any sport, is that there are other people that rely on you. So if you're off and you had a chance to do something that could have won the team the game and you don't do it, like you just didn't feel like going after the ball when it was an open fucking goal.
It all comes back to, I feel like the trend, the mental health being a trend. I think maybe that's a big, because
I'm not in the right headspace right now. Like,
Even if
well,
they
you
got
better
gold.
fucking get in the right headspace.
let's say
This is a gold medal.
let's say her teammates pulled through the most insane like turnaround. They got fucking gold everything. No one would talk about that. They would all talk about
No, not at all.
about
Not at
how
all. And that's
brave.
why I was kind of concerned. I'm like, oh wait, did they get gold? Because if they got gold, then it doesn't really matter.
I mean,
But
it
if
still
they got,
matters. She still
even
left.
even if they got second, it's like you could have got. It's gonna be that whole thing of, well, they could have gotten gold if Simone Biles was there. Well, why wasn't Simone Biles there? Mental health reasons. It's like you're using it as a cop out for just. I mean, Simone Biles has been on the team for like. She's been on the U.S. Olympic team for at least 9 years.
It's
And it's like, are you just out of it? Are you just too old? Are you just run down? Are you just not as good as you once were? Is that it? And that you got in your own head about not being as good as you once were, and that now you're just chalking it up to mental health reasons, so you don't have to say that. And now everybody on Twitter is giving you praise because you're being strong about your mental health, but really it's that you're not as good of an athlete as you once was.
I have a feeling mental health nowadays is being used as a cop out.
It is. It definitely is. I mean, I definitely use like autism as a cop out every single, but I'm on such a low level
Are you actually
that
autistic?
it doesn't really fucking matter. Yes, I'm actually fucking autistic. Does like everybody asks me that? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Don't you see,
What do you mean?
don't you see how I talk? Of course I'm autistic. Did you see the fucking impersonation Justin and Alex did?
Yep, they got.
I want to get mad, but it was pretty fucking accurate.
Shout out to Suni Lee, who got gold in the all around and also bronze in uneven bars, but the women's team as a total got silver. And Simone Biles got bronze on balance beam, the one event that she got in.
Get fucked.
Oh, you still get a fucking participation trophy. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. I can't. I can't fucking even, dude. That's.
I like how 90% of what we did this episode is just shit on women. They deserve it. Fuck
Yeah,
them. They get all this
because-
praise and stuff, and they just assholes most of the time.
Yeah, because they're put on a fucking pedestal. So I have oh fuck, dude. I have stories from this week.
You do?
I have actual like oh dude, I have stories.
Tell him,
Like
bro.
of shit that happened. So we had an eventful day. I'm gonna go get more ice for my drink.
All right.
And then I'm gonna get ice for my drink and I'm gonna pee. And then I'm gonna tell these stories. Yes, please monologue. It'll be a little bit, but I'll be right back, okay?
Gotcha.
Cool beans.
So yeah, there are people watching at Twitch. Fucking type in chat as your one choice or a chance. Fuck. I was talking about the impersonation Alex and Justin did of me in Mass Bleak, and I wanted to get mad about it, but it was pretty accurate. So can't really get mad about accuracy, but facts. Also, I'm planning on doing gaming streams on this channel, the We'llNameThisLater channel. I was planning on doing them on my main channel, the Flapjack_123 on Twitch, but fuck it, I'm just gonna do it on this channel so we can grow it a bit, maybe once a week or something. Also to get affiliate, yeah. I'm so happy I did this restream bullshit because only streaming on YouTube seems like hell. I hate the YouTube layout and how the shit works. So, I'm so bad at monologuing. I don't know how fucking Alex and stuff does it. They just talk a bunch of bullshit to themselves about like certain topics. They will go from like talking about the podcast to talking about fucking reggaeton music or something. Maybe I should do that. Start playing music and stuff. But I'm not like Justin. I don't want to get my channel DFC'd just so I can have one song up. And the Jew is back.
Hey, I am not Jewish. Please don't ever call me that.
Free Palestine.
Flapjack, do you? Yeah, always free Palestine.
It's such-
Flapjack, Flapjack, do you ever have like a really good friend at work?
I don't have a job.
Uh, I feel like people can relate to this, but you meet somebody at the place that you work at that's a coworker
Oh,
that
yeah.
ends up becoming like your actual friend. So I have a really good friend at work. I'm not gonna dox him because he listens to the show, but he's like a big guy, like a big like 6'2" country boy. Like he's a cowboy. Cowboy. We're just gonna call him Cowboy.
Yes.
For the remainder of the show, we're just gonna call him Cowboy. So I have a good friend named Cowboy.
Yeah, I normally try
And-
to avoid my coworkers as much as possible because that reminds me.
too.
It
Me
reminds
too.
me of work, and I don't want to think of work.
Me too, but Cowboy is the exception. Cowboy is a good old. He was born in Georgia. He's just a good country boy,
Yeah.
and he's a great guy. We go to the bar together every night after work to just kind of like shit talk. If we ever work together, because he does a lot of like handyman jobs, so he works a lot less. But if we ever work together, we go to the bar afterwards. So we had a day at work the other day. It's one of the days I'm working all day with Cowboy. Like 12-hour shift with Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
We look outside. So our restaurant is right by a pond.
Yeah.
A lot of geese come in. I fucking hate geese. I wish we could just genocide all geese. I want to kill each and every goose in a specific sadistic way.
Have
I
you
want
heard
all
about
of them dead. I hate them. I hate geese.
Have you heard about the goose who fly upside down in my town?
Yes, I've seen it. I watched that episode. I think I was on that episode.
I think demon goose, bro.
Yeah, but there's a big pond right by our work. I'm in work one day, and I think it was before because Cowboy was only working the night shift, so I was just like, hey. And it's like 2:00. We look over. It's like a white sedan in the water. A white,
What?
like, it wasn't a sedan. It was like an SUV. Just halfway in and out of the water. Somebody drove a car into the water between the time that I was there and the time that I noticed it. Somebody drove a car into the fucking water.
You didn't notice it going in?
No, because it was like there's us, a parking lot, a building with a little like tiny like 2-lane parking lot behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody had gone through that little 2-lane parking lot, went into the fucking water. There was fire trucks, police cars, tow trucks. We had the news on there trying to figure out where it came from. Apparently it was a stolen car.
Oh no.
That some ex-girlfriend who was jilted by their lover. Just jilted. Just fucking jilted.
Crazy bitches.
Just crazy bitch. I love that word jilted because it just sounds like that little like autistic Caesaric
like
spasm.
Autistic spurg moment.
Yeah. So, Cowboy comes in. I start talking to him. I'm like, hey, yeah, a car drove into the water. He's like, oh, fuck, that's crazy. We start looking on nightly news. It's like, we're on the news right now. Like, there were camera crews, and it catches me walking outside to serve, like, one of the patio tables. I got my hair in a bun. Like, I'm, like, head down. Because I'm serving. Like, I'm not feeling good about myself right now. Head down, carrying these 2 cocktails to make sure that none of them spill all over my fucking person. So, like, I put them down. And you see me walking back in and just looking retarded. Just looking absolutely retarded.
Did you look
I'll
like
see if
one
I
of
can
those
find the
hipsters?
clip. Yes, I did, because I have the mustache and then the hair up in a bun that's like right there.
No.
Right there. Just like a slightly too high. Slightly too high for a bun to be at for a man. It's like you should have it back of your head like a fucking
Yeah.
Viking. But mine's just like boop, just a little higher, and it just ruined it. It's like, is that a skinny, tall girl? So I hated that. But we I feel like the story I care about the most is the story that happened right after. It's me and Cowboy. There's a bar right across the street from us, so we go to it's the same bar I got shit faced at. Didn't want to come back to work. Um, we go to that bar together. They have a little patio with like a little gate around it, so you can have like beer and alcohol back there. Because there's this weird law of like if you don't have like a perimeter, you can't have alcohol. You can't just like have like an open patio and have alcohol in it. It's this weird, stupid
The
law.
U.S. is so weird with alcohol, dude.
Mm-hmm. It's like a 5 foot tall fence. It's like a pretty tall fence. But there's no like spikes or anything on it. It's just slats, like a slat 5, a slat 3 feet, a slat 1 foot. I'm talking to him and I'm hitting my jewel. I'm like, I've had a really long day. I really want a cigarette. I want a cigarette really bad. He's like, oh, I don't have any. I'm like, oh well. I like lean over. Like, oh, there's a gas station right over there. I could probably go over there and do it. Cowboy jumps out of his fucking. Keep in mind, this is like a 6'4", 200-pound man.
Yeah.
Jumps out of his seat, pops over the bar fence, sprints. Not, it doesn't run, doesn't fast walk. Sprints towards the gas station. Buys a pack of cigarettes and a lighter.
Why?
Sprints back. Sprints with a pack of cigs and a lighter. He's like, there you go. I told him I was buying his liquor. I told him I was buying his beer tonight. It was like a thing. I took one of his shifts like a week ago, and he was like, I owe you. And I was like, I made the offhand comment. It's like, yeah, you should go get me a pack of cigs because you owe me. Just like offhand, not really thinking he would do it. I think he would just like laugh.
Was in a full sprint.
Thinking he would just laugh it off and be like, well, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Did it look like that
someday."
scene
Like,
from Get Out where the black guy just fucking sprints straight?
Yes, that's exactly what it looked like. Cowboy's just running, just sprints there, sprints back, hops the fence again because we're right at the fence.
Were people
He
like looking
hops
at him like,
over it.
is he crazy?
Everybody else was so drunk. This is like 1 a.m.
Ah, okay.
Hops over the fence again, lands perfectly in his seat, throws the pack of cigs at me with one in his mouth. I don't know how he got it in his mouth because he definitely wasn't running with one in his mouth. I don't think I noticed when he did it, but it just like magically appeared in his mouth and like lights a cigarette, throws it down, like pops up, lands right in front of me. And I'm like,
Thanks.
I had to appreciate the majesty of what had occurred. Like Cowboy's a mythical being. I want to get him on the show one day. He will never get on the show, but I keep telling him, I'm like, you should just fucking get on the show. But he is a mythical being.
Does he know about the podcast? Like, has he watched it?
Yes, he knows. He listens to it because like he's the first guy that I meet at work. It's like I meet a lot of people in a service industry because it's like you're going talking to tables, but then you have that own little section where you get the water, you put in the order. It's like you get all the cups, the silverware. Like you have that little section that's kind of included. So you shit talk to each other.
Bro, I'm telling you, the best part about working like in a grocery store, any public, like in retail in general or something, just shit talking about customers or like coworkers. That's the best part.
It's the best thing in the world. It's the best. It brings people together more than anything. Like I don't want to say it's a family because that's an overestimation of the relationship. But it's kind of like that thing of it's like we're forced to be together, but we like each other.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't like each other, we would let each other know. And if we do something that the other person doesn't like, we're going to tell other people and be like, yeah, we don't like him now. So, like, fuck him. But, like, everybody is really cool at, like, service industry, especially if you've been there for, like, through people getting fired and people leaving and, like, shakeups in management. Like, you build this relationship. And it's like it's us versus the world. It's us versus every customer. And it's like you have to have that mentality of it's us versus the customer.
Yeah. By the way, your cam went out. I don't know what happened. Restart. But yeah, I never actually worked at a it's there it is. I never actually worked at a grocery store. It was just internships because I did a really bad. I went to like a really bad. I followed the what do you call it?
Is my camera good?
Yeah, it works again.
Okay, cool. I just had to restart it.
What do you
You worked at a what?
what do you call it when you're learning for something? Like you go to college to
An apprenticeship, an intern.
it was an internship, but so I had a really I went to school to become a retail worker. Like that was I did a 2 year fucking education plan, I guess what's it called, to become a retail
Yeah.
worker. I hated my life those 2 years.
I would too, to get a retail degree. I wanted to mention it earlier. You have a retail degree.
So I'll explain shortly how it works. We work with levels in the Netherlands. So I went to a really bad high school. I did really shitty in high school. So when
Okay.
I went to college, I started at level 2. You know?
Okay.
And if you want to go to level 4 or 3,
So you skipped like Green Hill Zone.
I mean level 2 is low. Level 1 is for people who don't speak Dutch.
Level 1 is Green Hill Zone.
I don't know what Green Hill Zone is. Is it like
It's from Sonic, you stupid bitch. It's Green Hill Zone is the first level in Sonic. I was making a joke.
Sorry, I'm Dutch. I don't know what jokes are. So that's for like retarded people who didn't finish high school. And because I went to such a shitty high school, I had to start really low. So it was either I learned how to I get a fucking retail degree, or I get like something like working with people with PTSD or something like that. I can't talk for shit to people, so I just went. I'll go into retail. So I had to do an internship at the retail store for 2 years straight.
Okay.
And I never hated my life more. Like
Yeah.
full hours. I worked from 8 to 6, not getting paid.
Oh.
And yeah, I hated my life.
Not getting paid for work?
Yep, because it's an
that's
internship.
that's illegal over here.
I mean, it's illegal here, but if it's under an internship, it's fine.
Yeah, internships are illegal. We should not fucking do
No,
them.
you learn jack shit. To be honest, to be fair, I think the I'm with my new. I actually that was in my topic list. The internship I'm gonna start now because I'm going to a school and I'm gonna learn something I actually want to learn. So I'm on level 4 right now with education. I went from 2 to 4 because I got a really good grades and stuff. I mean, you have to be half retarded to get bad grades on level 2. But yeah, I'm gonna do like I looked through my option list for internships. Bro, I can go to a zoo. I can work with animals and take pictures of them and film them and shit.
What?
I can work.
I've actually heard something about like working with animals as a zookeeper. It was never work with your favorite animal.
It's because
you'll hate them after that. Yeah, because animals are fucking gross. It's like if you start if there was like a higher being that had to work with humans, it'd be like, well, yeah, he uses the shitter and he masturbates 12 hours a day. That'd be fucking gross to watch. That'd be a weird fucking zoo experience.
But I get to do the fun part because I'm going into the promotion department of the zoo. So I just filmed them.
Okay, it's like marketing.
Yeah, I'm doing the video editing. I'm going to school for video editing, but it's basically the same if you go to the zoo, you know? What else do you do? So yeah, I just film those animals and I go like, do a barrel or something, do something exciting. And yeah.
Right.
So I'm probably gonna do that, and I'm pretty hyped for that shit. And I actually learned
that's gonna be really sick. That's gonna be really sick because like I in Columbus we have one of the biggest zoos in the nation. I think it's like top 2. I think the San Diego Zoo might be bigger, but Columbus we had the biggest zoo. So we had a ton of animals, a ton of different exhibits, like a ton of really cool like we had a whole manatee exhibit, and then you could go over, you could see tiger, and then you could go over, you could see fucking rhinoceros and elephants. Like I saw one of the last like black rhino when I was real young. I was like in the 1st grade. I saw one of the last black rhinos before they went extinct, and it's like you can see a ton of really cool stuff at zoos, and just to be able to, I think that's really good for human development, is to be able to see animals and to be like, we're just a very sophisticated one of those. And it's like you can't put that filter on of we're different than them. It's like we're the same, we're just better. And we have to recognize that this is the life that we could be living if we hadn't have had like that frontal cortex, like, oh, let's cook our food, let's do all this. If we hadn't had the inherent ambition complex that we have as humans, just being able to see animals and be like, these things are real. Because it's like, I look at giraffes and I'm like, those things are fucking mythical creatures.
That thing can break his neck. Looks
It
weird
breaks
as
his
fuck.
neck, first of all, and also it has a purple tongue and antennas. Like, what is it gonna pick up radio signals? Like, it's really it it's existential to view animals as just a version of us that didn't prosper.
Have you seen monkeys? I've been watching a lot of Joe Rogan lately, and with that you
That was
automatically
your first
learn.
mistake.
But with that you automatically learn about fucking monkeys, right? Because that's all he talks
Yeah,
about.
that's all he talks about.
And bro, those motherfuckers go to war. They have like war declarations and shit. Like they've clans.
We
and stuff.
taught monkeys how to use currency, and then they would save up their currency for a specific amount for specific foods that they liked, and then they would use it for prostitution, and they would also deem somebody who had more money as better than them, and they
Bro,
would be subservient to the person with more money.
prostitution.
They didn't develop a corporate hierarchy yet of where they
Yeah,
would pay
dude.
somebody to do something, but they kind of understood the value of currency,
Bro,
which is really
I'm
cool.
telling you, prostitution oldest job in the world, bro. It's for a reason.
Oldest job in the world is selling food.
I mean, don't people say like?
That's literally the oldest job in the world. But
I
as
know, but
a
why do people
as
say
a
that? Like,
phrase, the oldest job in the world.
why do people say that? I don't know. Because
Well, because what's the first thing if you have a lot of money? What's the first thing you're gonna do? I'm gonna buy a ton of hookers.
hookers
I'm
and
gonna have a ton
cocaine.
of sex. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
Don't call me out like this on national TV. But like just the general me, like I would buy a ton of hookers.
Yeah.
If me, independent of any relationship with my girlfriend, with like my family, like just the first thing I buy if I got $1 billion, yeah, let's just buy a big house and a ton of hookers. And a ton of blow. I would do a ton of blow if I knew I couldn't lose my position. Like
Really?
a ton of blow.
I
ton of
actually
blow.
I
Ton of blow.
I think about this a lot. What would I do if I would make a movie? Like that's my fucking dream.
That would be one of my things. I'm actually kind of working on because I feel like I've done a lot in the music realm for a really long time. I want to write like a novella, like a little book, like a little like maybe a short story or something. But like I want to write something,
Yeah, but
kind of do something like that. I think that'd be really cool.
what kind of movie
But
would
I've
you?
always a movie. It'd be a Quentin Tarantino movie basically.
Bro, I had the same
That's
thing.
what I would do. It'd be a Quentin Tarantino movie with like golden hour lighting. That's all it would be.
My idea for like a cool ass movie is I took a lot of inspiration from Dunkirk. I thought about this for a long time, like longest time.
I need to watch Dunkirk.
Bro,
Dunkirk
it's
seems like a good movie.
hands down one of the best World War II movies, and that's coming from me. You know,
Okay, I'll have to watch it because I can't give an opinion if I haven't watched it.
it's more about the people and about the cinema. I can't talk.
Cinematography.
Cinematography.
I can't even say when you ask me, I'm like cinematography. I'm like, okay, let's say it 4 times fast so we can like actually get it.
Yeah, a really cool thing is
Cinematography.
Norton, he made the movie. He doesn't like using fucking special effects, CGI, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Nolan.
Nolan, fuck
Christopher
yeah.
Nolan did it.
Fuck's Nolan.
I was thinking Norton, like Edward Norton from like Primal Instinct and like the weird Hulk remake that they did.
I know. I mean, that's
Oh,
yeah.
American History X. Yes.
Never heard of that.
Oh, that's a good one. Bite the fucking curb is a great line and should be remembered in history. Bite the fucking curb. A neo-Nazi telling a black man in America, bite the fucking curb. And then,
Damn.
yeah, dude, you gotta go watch it. You gotta go watch it.
I think I've heard of that one time.
Just watch the YouTube video, because there's a YouTube video that is just that first scene. Just go watch it. Then you'll get the whole movie. The guy has like a hero's journey of like coming around and wanting to save his little brother from the same things that he did. But like that first scene, yeah, that's pretty much the whole movie. That's the best part of the movie. I mean,
Yeah, I like the part where the black guy gets killed.
it's the most memorable part of the movie. In all actuality.
If people edit this podcast down and they take out like the most fucked up parts we said, we are cancelled. Like immediately.
You can't edit me because I am a big context is king kind of guy. So it's like I'll say things and I'm like, but wait, you didn't hear the 7 sentences I had before this that led up to that last line.
Yes, but
And it's like it's the same thing with like I hate the Yankees. It's like yes, but
people don't care about it anymore.
No. People hate the yes, but part. They hate that so much because they just want to. We talked about this, but they want to be on a moral high ground. They just always want to have the high ground in any moral argument. And if you base an argument on morals, it's quicksand because people are going to have morals that are different than yours. Argument based on what is good and evil is a goalpost moving, quicksand based argument. Because it's like, are you going to be more morally right than me? Never, because I'm going to keep moving the goalpost.
Yep.
Back. It's like, yeah, I hate racism, but you support the racial hierarchy.
Yeah, you hate it.
No, I don't. Well, no, I don't. I'm an executive in a company. Well, you're in an all-white company, so you fucking like you support this, and it's like, no, we actually employ black men, but you're all men, so you are the patriarchy. Like it's just moving the goalposts further and further. Just to prove that you're wrong because I don't like you, because I just don't like you as a person because I'm an asshole.
And that's
all the liberal argument is. It's just, it could be boiled down to, I don't like you, you're an asshole to me. You're an asshole. And it's just like, I have to have some moral, political high ground on you to prove to you that you're an asshole. That's not going to prove to you that you're an asshole, because it's just to prove to myself. It's just to write this narrative in my head that you're an asshole, and just to make me seem like the fucking hero because I'm the protagonist of my own story, even though I'm really not. I'm the antagonist of my hand within. And every so often, I'll hit on that one oasis, and I will mine it until it is the Earth's core.
Bro, F.A., Turkish guy, he is addicted to the fuck boy, the song. He keeps sending.
That's what I've heard. It's a good song. It's a good song. I haven't really listened to it in a couple months.
Fuck
I might have to go back and listen
to
it.
I think it's probably.
Boy ain't gonna take shit.
I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, it was the first. I don't. We'll talk about it later. But like, it was the first song I made in that style that burned like all the other albums. But whatever. This
Justin was
me.
like, you got some more of that, and you were like, fuck. Or was it the guitar one?
I got everything. Like I've had a whole album like based off of just like trying to outdo that song because I like that song. I also didn't write that song down at all. Like that verse is completely off the head. Like didn't have any idea what I was gonna do.
Damn.
Yeah, no, that was awful. I listened back to it and I'm like, that's awful. But whatever. I've one more gear grinder for. One other thing that really grinds my fucking gears, that pisses me off, it's the fat mom friend. The mom friend that's getting no dick. no dick. And they have their like cute other friends that are getting talked to by guys. And she comes up on them and it's like, hey, she's not interested. And it's like, well, maybe she was. Maybe you're just like, if I can't have dick, nobody can have dick.
The o-
That's you. You're the mom.
the overprotective, annoying.
The
fat.
overprotective, like they think they have a role. It's like I've only experienced this shit in bars. Like if you actually go and like talk to people and stuff, it's different. But if you're in bars and you're just like trying to talk to, I mean, like that's just like a personal experience for me. Back when I was like 22, type shit. I would go out and I would just like just go to bars, just kind of like talk to girls. What's going on? There would be the mom friend that would come around. She's not interested. Also, she's drunker than every one of the girls at the bar,
She just
which
has
is
a lot-
always an indicator because it's like you're not gonna have anything.
But let's
Those
be
are the same girls. That
let's
do
be
rape
honest.
allegations.
Let's be honest. There is always that one guy who's also desperate, who doesn't give a fuck and just goes for it. Fuck it.
Well, at least he shoots his shot. You have to remember at the end of the day, shooters shoot and hitters hit. If you don't shoot, you will never know if you make or miss.
True.
You will just have a regret of, oh, I never shot my shot. So I'm of the standing, especially I would just shoot. Like I would just be like, yeah, I mean, you may be out of my league, but like, I'll see if I can land a bucket. That's how I got my girlfriend. Yeah, I like you. I like you a lot. I'm gonna put in some
Didn't
work
you
for
meet
you.
her through Discord, or was that is it another one?
No. I met her like, but it's a different story.
So different story for a
Yeah,
different time.
No. Different story, different time. When we're deeper in the podcast, I'll give you that story. Maybe that'll be on one of the bonus episodes. The we'll name this idiot later
Ooh,
bonus episode.
one day.
I might reveal
I have one more thing to talk about, and then maybe let's wrap it up after that. It's not that long.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't really have anything else.
Yes. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to a new school. It's starting the 1st.
I'm
And
proud of you.
I'm pretty excited for it. It's first time in 4 years that I'm excited to go to school. And
Do you have those first day of school jitters of where you kind of like it's kind of like Christmas of like you're up and it's like, oh my god, I'm going back to school.
bro, I have
Kinda thing?
when I wake up, I'm like, oh, fuck my life. Can I just become a bum and let the government
But
pay
it's
me?
before. It's like, oh, I can't even sleep right now because
Oh yeah,
I'm excited to
this
get back to
this
like
is the first time I'm not in a class. The first time since the first year of high school, so that's 6 years ago. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
The first time I'm not in the same class as FA or any of my other friends. I'm going full alone in this school. It's the first time. That is
Nice.
a big step. But I'm going to the most liberal school in my whole the whole area. And me and my friends, if we're on the bus, we don't give a fuck. If we see a girl
No.
who is who looks slightly liberal, we just yell the F slur as hard as
Yeah,
we can
fuck it. Because fuck it. You're in high school. Who's going to give a fuck?
on purpose to piss her off. But now I'm still gonna do that because I'm stupid. I'm so afraid I'm just gonna get cancelled on that school.
No, you're not, dude. Just keep your shit together. You'll be all right.
I don't want to change to a liberal. Like one of those.
You're not going to be one of those dudes that just like all of a sudden wakes up one day. It's like, oh, communism. That's a great idea.
Socialism.
You're not going to do that.
I want to give all my money to the government.
Yeah, all my money, take it. No. Once you start getting a paycheck, you're capitalist.
True.
It's people that don't get paychecks that are really liberal.
Fucking FA kept yelling at me that I'm scamming the government because this is really scam. This sounds really scammy. Want to know how I get my payments from the flapjack cards? I get them.
How?
They go from a US bank account to a US PayPal. Then they go from a US PayPal to a Dutch PayPal. Then they go from a
Yep.
Dutch PayPal to a Dutch bank account. And then they go
Yeah.
from another Dutch bank account to another Dutch bank account because the money from my PayPal goes to my mom's bank account. Because PayPal is stupid and they won't accept it. So it looks like a fucking scam.
Wow. Wow. That. So you're going to this different school. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. It's a new school, first day of school. Like you'll be fine. You'll meet your people. You'll integrate into the community that you are as a person.
Guess
If you
what
meet
the first
somebody
thing
and they're
was?
nice to you, and you're gonna be like, "Wait, no, you think that everybody should get the same amount of money? It's a big fuck you. I'm not gonna
Fuck you.
talk to you." You just have to, keep your values in check when you go to college. Because I didn't do that.
Guess what the
Because
first
people
thing
talk to
was
me.
that I looked at when I got my new class? How many bitches in this school? I was like, Instagram,
Hey man,
Snapchat. There we go.
just go fire. My roommate actually hit me up on Twitter when I first started getting like when I got my roommate confirmation,
Mhm.
like a month before school. He hit me up on Twitter and he was like, "Yeah, you're cool," but this was my old Twitter that had like 3,000 followers. I mean, I was following like 2,500 people.
Oh,
But
you stayed in the dorms and
I had
shit.
3,000 followers, like, and he hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, I'm rooming with you." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm big cool." And he meets me, and I'm some like really sheltered white boy.
You stayed in
and
dorms
it's
and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I stayed in co-ed dorms. We had girls right next door.
Oh, it must have been
That's
fun.
how I met my girlfriend.
Damn.
That's how I met the girl that made me lose my virginity. That's like, yeah, it was I didn't meet my current girlfriend there. I met my current girlfriend when I moved back to Columbus and was like getting my shit together. But
I would love to stay
at
in dorms,
college,
bro. Like fuck it.
dorms was it's an environment because it's the inmates running the asylum because your RA is your age. You're like the person that's running the dorm is the same age as you.
Yeah, they also don't give a fuck.
My RA lived next door to me, never gave a fuck. Because I'd go talk to him and be like, "Hey, yo, like, there's going to be," because I made beats and I lived on the 3rd floor where they happened to put all the football players.
How many times did you get beat up for like noise complaints?
Never.
Never.
I never got, because I would always talk to the RA. I'm like, "Hey, there's going to probably be like 15 people in my room at any given point. And
Damn.
I'm really sorry." And it's like my roommate was on the basketball team. This was before I moved. This was before second semester where I had to move in with a boy. But we'll talk about that another day. But like my first semester was awesome because I would just have a ton of people in the room while I was like making beats and stuff. And I had like 4 or 5 guys I could actually rap. That would just like start spitting bars, like
Well,
freestyle.
I had it like 2 times.
and it was really fun.
I think the most fun thing ever is just I did it like 2 times. Just sitting in someone's bedroom. You have one guy who has a really fucking good mic, and just people just go off, you know. And sometimes you just get gold.
My God, like I have so much in my like Gmail that I would export it and I would send it to myself because I didn't know about Google Drive yet, so I would just put it in my email. I'd
Sends
send
to
it to
himself.
myself. I was so retarded. I was so sheltered. But I had this really good mic, and I record people, and I would like be like, "Hey, yo, here's like all your recordings and shit. Here you go." I recorded my first whole EP during that like era where I was using like my real name, like I was doing dumb shit and using my real name.
I made
under,
that
like,
mistake once of having my full name on the internet. Never again.
No, dude, I did that for like 7 years, and like I'm never gonna live it down. But like people can find me if they want to find me, but like it's done. You can't change it. Whatever. Whatever. The internet is fake. Everything is bad. This is we'll name this later.
Woman bad.
Flapjack,
Yes.
woman bad. Flapjack, do you have anything to plug?
Yes, I talked about this in my monologue a bit. I'm probably 90% sure gonna start streaming on We'llNameThisLater, the official channel. So
Yeah.
start expecting gaming streams. I still need to get a game. I'm planning on playing a story game, so it's like a nice way. Maybe I'll play it through on YouTube. We'll see. You can find us on Spotify, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and here
Yeah.
on Twitch every Monday.
We're
7
everywhere.
7 Dutch time, fucking 10 American
1
time.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all of the real people, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Mass Bleak. I go by the name Mass Bleak. I am, I guess, a co-host of We'll Name This
No, you're a
Later.
main host.
But you can.
We're both.
I refer to you as the host because you have everything in your favor. So I'm like, I'm a co-host. Like, I'm just Mass Bleak. Flapjack just lets me on to his podcast to talk shit. But you can find me at massbleak.com, at massbleak on Instagram, at massbleak97 on Twitter. That is MASSBLEAK.
KK.
Yeah, right. And you can also find me at foreskin.world. It will take you directly to my Bandcamp. You can find my album and shit. You can download my album. You can get my whole discography for 69 cents, which
Only
was
69
unintentional.
cents?
Unintentional, but so perfect. 69 cents, you can get 3 albums, an EP, and 7 singles. So a whole like 56, like 60 songs worth of stuff for just 69 cents. You can also find me twitch.tv/massbleak. You can hit me up on Discord. Like my fucking Discord is massbleak hashtag 4476. You can get an invitation to the Bag of Schmidt server where we do a lot of dumb shit like invite people with their cocks cut off.
Yep.
Oh, Flapjack, by the way, I trolled you. He didn't actually fucking cut his cock off.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't get the picture. God damn it.
I brought him in just to fucking troll you.
You know, if it comes from the Bag of Smith server, I believe it.
Oh fuck! I did so much to make you believe it, but I hit him up like 7 times during the week. I'm like, bro, you gotta come on. You gotta come on.
Yeah,
You
let's
gotta
make
come
it.
on.
Let's.
I just I gotta troll my co-host.
What the fuck, dude? I actually
Yeah,
believe
no,
this.
he didn't actually cut his cock off. You fucking idiot. Who actually cuts
Bro,
their cock off?
It's the Bag of Smith server.
It's the Bag of Schmidt server, but also like he cut his cock. Come on.
I would have believed this. Fuck it.
Get fucking real. Get fucking real. We'll name this later. You can find us everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. We'll name this later. All one word. Make sure to incorporate the apostrophe.
Yeah.
And you can find us.
Except on Twitch, because Twitch is like, nah, can't have that in the name.
So it's just well name this later.
Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
This was the.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can
This
find
was
me
the
on.
3rd episode. This was great.
Great episode.
This is great. This is a good one.
And we'll see you guys